3, 2, 1. Pratt, Chris.
Chris Pratt sucks.
Penguins.
Chris Platt.
Hello, everyone. We are pleased to announce the cast for the upcoming Shinycast movie. Shay Frillis will be played by Ben Platt. He's so cool. Look for him in the movie. And now, here are the other castings. William/Space Tree Studios will be played by Zach Braff, because they're the same person.
Hi guys, I'm Zach Braff.
Patrick/Pappy G will be played by Michael Cera. Wow. What fitting.
He's so cool.
Chris will be played by Danny DeVito.
The trash man.
Trash man. Ben/Uncultured Swine will be played by some really tall guy who's really tall.
Larry David.
Larry David.
Larry David.
Yes. And now we are featuring a special celebrity voice cast cameo from Goop Videos, who will be played by
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Yes.
I'm looking forward to a humorous Goop from Seth San.
I cannot wait for so many wacky shenanigans from Seth as Goop Videos, who is our special guest. So hello to Goop.
Wait, you misspelled it. It's not Seth Rogen itself.
Hello,
it's Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane, actually.
No.
Oh, fuck.
This is actually how it works. My character is actually, so it's 3 actors. You see, Goop in the movie is actually 3 people stacked on top of each other in a trench coat. It's Seth MacFarlane, Seth Rogen, and Seth Green.
Perfect.
And
all right.
Seth Green is in the middle because he suffers the most.
Cool.
It's like
that makes sense.
So cool.
That's so cool. I can't wait for this movie. So anyway, yes, this is Goop Videos, aka Ben. So that's not going to be confusing because Uncultured Swine is also named Ben. So when we say Ben, we're referring to Uncultured Swine. When we're just going to call the other Ben Goop for this podcast. And yeah.
Isn't this...
What?
I was going to say Ben, but then I remembered what you were just saying.
It's okay, Patrick. I'm not going to listen anyway.
Isn't it Goop's second time on this?
No, this is the first time.
This
Patrick...
is the very first time I've been on this. I've never
Why are
been
you...
Sorry, I mistook Ben for Ben.
What? But Ben's been on
He's been on all of them.
What is with you?
He's mistaking the time he was here in real life for the podcast.
We'll settle this real quick. All right, of the 2 Bens, which of you have chugged applesauce today?
Oh, well,
there's our answer.
I ran out of applesauce actually today, so
there's our answer.
So that's the fake Ben. Now we know.
Yeah, I chug applesauce every day.
All right, there we go.
An IV drip.
We found him, real Ben.
IV drip.
Anyway, though.
Actually, it was with an enema.
Oh shit.
Oh god, I've been outclassed.
Damn.
You even use that applesauce enema, bro?
Oh. Well,
oh, man. Well, that was that sets the mood for the rest of this, but yeah.
Well, I needed to hear that, definitely. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Speaking of random general news,
I will refrain from mentioning that ever again.
It's gonna be in the title, don't worry.
Yeah, there's no way I could outdo that, because if I tried to, I'd just get really vulgar. So you won't be hearing, hopefully you won't be hearing any more comments like that from me.
Okay.
Comments.
Excellent. Okay, before we get to general news though, Goop, would you like to properly introduce yourself and say what you do and everything?
Yeah, so I'm Goop Videos. Most of you probably know me as that guy who made that Despicable Me YouTube poop that sucked.
I liked it.
It was very
funny. Then I made a second one that was actually good, and then I made a bunch of other YouTube poops over the course of 5 years that were also very good. And yeah, I still make poops every now and again, not as active as I used to be, because my main focus right now is being a freelance editor, and actually I'm James' main editor. I mean, he has a whole team, but I'm usually the guy he goes to. So yeah,
he does all the BoJack videos.
Yeah, I especially do any quick videos that he needs, or the BoJack videos or anything like that, or the Star Wars videos too, the Clone Wars videos.
Yeah, Goop is a really great editor, and he does it so fast. I don't know how you do it. It's really impressive.
It's like it's his job or something.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
my
true.
job. Yeah, I
Oh,
literally
man.
do nothing else. I just edit.
Yeah, but yep, you're doing a great job. So yay.
I'm doing a great
Anyone can
Josh.
edit fast, but he does it with quality and the speed.
True, exactly.
Yes, I can
So
confirm.
many epic jokes. Yee.
Epic Josh.
Josh.
Yeah, I do a
Anyway,
lot
though.
of ad-libbing. Like there are some jokes that James writes, but I do sometimes ad-lib things. So,
Yeah.
that's always fun.
Yep. Indeed. Always fun. All right. So let's see. Now I guess we get into general news and such. Well, we're currently recording this on October 4th, but that doesn't mean we don't know who the Smash Bros. Fighter is, and I'm gonna prove it by saying it right now. The Smash Bros. Fighter is Sora. And you know what? That was a very that was a choice. So good job, Sakurai, for that choice. I really
He's
love.
so cool.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna make that joke.
It was literally a choice.
Yep, I really love playing as Sora so much. They were such a great inclusion.
Yeah, I'm really glad that
Sora
is in the game.
Yeah, they really deserved it. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
really
all the new porn of
Sora.
in my Twitter timeline.
Oh,
Me
yeah, it's,
too.
God,
We
that's
can all
such
be
great Rule
thankful that
34
Tommy
of.
Wiseau was added.
Yep. I'm keeping that in. I'm not editing that line.
It could be true for all we know.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we do because we know who the Smash Fighter is. So yes, when we recorded this.
Yep. It's
Make it Tommy
time.
Wiseau me and then put them in the Sans costume.
Yes.
It's tearing me
anyway,
apart, Papyrus.
I also am really happy about the fact that Sakurai is going on indefinite vacation.
Yeah, good lord, please, he deserves it. Anyway, though, something is happening today. Facebook just shut down
Yes,
entirely.
Facebook is basically gone.
We did it, boys.
Apparently.
Lamau.
We got him.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what's
Finally.
interesting? Facebook, like I don't use Twitter anymore. Some people probably know that, but yeah, I was mostly just using Facebook. So like I had a whole group chat with friends, and like that was where I was sharing a lot of memes. So kind of sucks for me.
Ah,
The
damn.
rest of you got great job.
Yeah, we're on our fancy Twitters and Discords. So
Look,
Yeah,
it
we should
doesn't-
all just migrate to Discord at this point.
There's still
Yeah.
people I talk to on Facebook, but like a lot of the feed, most of the time, is just like the same two people over and over again sharing memes.
Yeah.
And like not posting them themselves, just sharing them from other pages.
Yeah.
Pages
but,
that are also on Twitter.
True. So, but Chris, what was your explanation again for what's going on? Because it sounds pretty like fucking insane.
So somebody got into the routing information through their internet service provider and found out that literally nothing is getting returned from the Facebook end, meaning that somebody went into the code and deleted a large chunk of Facebook.
Oh.
To the
Huh.
point that Facebook is literally just gone.
I'm sure they have it backed up somewhere, though.
You would
It had
think
to be-
so, but considering the fact that it's taken them this long to try and figure out what's happening, yeah, I don't think they did, because also they're communicating via text and Outlook emails right now.
Oh, Zuck, you stupid fuck.
Zuck,
Fuck
you
stupid
fuck.
suck.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah,
I can't wait to see how this
Facebook and
resolves itself.
Instagram and Messenger is down.
Yep.
They're gonna
Oh,
start
Oculus
over.
also went down too. Interesting.
They're gonna start Facebook over. They're gonna go back to like what it was in 2004, and instead of liking pages, you become a fan again.
They're gonna call it the Facebook this time. They're not gonna
Oh,
listen to Justin Timberlake.
All right,
So that
It's
all
time.
of the moms can be correct now.
it is
Yeah.
time for MySpace supremacy again,
Hell yeah. MySpace is
and
back.
AOL
bitch.
Instant Messenger.
Nah, fam, we're going back to Neopets.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned MySpace. I want to mention in the latest, or not the latest, but one of the recent What If episodes that's based on the first Iron Man movie. It's like in that movie he mentions MySpace by name, which is like so awkward looking back on it now. And they cut that line out of the What If episode.
Oh,
I just find that hilarious. Like, no, we never mentioned MySpace. That wasn't real.
Oh, there's an alternate
Probably
dimension.
because the 10-year-olds don't
Tony
even know what
Stark
MySpace
saying
is.
MySpace was the catalyst where Killmonger said, "No, it's not worth it. I'm not saving him."
Exactly. So the whole premise is Killmonger saves Tony Stark, but
Now, we
he
live in a
knew
modern-
Tony mentioned MySpace, and he was like, "Fuck it, no, he
You know
deserves to
something
die."
else? If MySpace comes back, we live in a modern age. It's going to become our space now.
Oh boy,
It's the digital revolution.
huzzah!
I just want me back.
Me too. Just feel like shit. Just want her back. It's
See,
just me
MySpace isn't a King of the Hill episode, so it never should have died in the first place.
That is correct. That is absolutely right. Anyway though, there was a few other things, like Marvel has What If, and then there's Star Wars Visions, which are two like experimental like takes on both franchises. I have kind of mixed thoughts on What If. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but I'll probably make a video about it.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah. It's like some episodes are good and some are just kind of average, and
I was
don't
just
know.
put off by the first trailer with the art style.
Yeah.
It like they show that shot of Tony in the car from the first Iron Man, and like it looked like they just painted over the movie.
Yeah. It takes a bit to get used to.
Like I'm sure it's better when you see see it consistently for the whole show, but like it was not a very good impression.
Yeah, that's true. And has anyone seen the Star Wars anime shorts?
I
The
saw a
Vision?
couple.
Nope.
Yeah. Those are also like kind of a mixed bag for me. Like definitely some of them were stronger than others, I felt.
I just like how
Um,
Jabba the Hutt is implied to like pop punk.
Yeah. That's out of character. The franchise is ruined now.
No, I
Oh,
think it's
wow.
in character, honestly.
That's true, actually.
What pop punk band is he like?
The
Um,
pop punk band in Star Wars.
Yeah,
There's a pop punk band in Star Wars.
there's a whole short
Yeah.
about like this
Jefferson
band
Starship?
that like they do pop punk music and then they play for Jabba because he's gonna execute one of them. So they're like, let us play instead, and then it's just
Because this is like his son leaves Jabba's family to go join the band.
I don't think it's his son, but it's like one of the huts.
Yeah.
They're just
Did
like
they do a
leave.
pop punk version of Jedi Rocks?
No, but that'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
They should do a metal cover of Jedi Rocks.
It was a fully original song. I don't know what band did it.
Yeah.
Because there's both an English version and a Japanese version for both language tracks.
Okay. Well, I didn't like the song. I thought it was very bad. But
Damn, that's crazy, because I did.
Yeah.
That's
I
whack
like-
and crazy,
I-
Jimbo.
I thought the episode was like, I liked the unique idea of it. I just didn't like their music.
Damn, y'all a bunch of haters.
You guys just haven't been to Warp Tour.
That's true.
Not that you could
Um,
now because it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Damn.
And because most episodes of Visions are just Jedi is in hiding, Jedi hunt Sith, Empire hunt Jedi, person discovers they are Jedi.
Well, the twins episode wasn't.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, that means there was no time to establish the characters, and why do I care?
Yeah, see the twins episode, the whole time I was thinking this would be a really cool finale to an entire season's worth of build up. Like if they established these characters and like built up to this conclusion, it would be probably the best of all these. But I just like getting thrown into it just like did not get me invested in it at all.
So you're just not a fan of the anthology style, basically.
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of a detriment for most of them, and like it didn't like these characters, if they were better established, these would be really good stories. Some of them managed to rise above that though. Some of them I got invested in, like the Ninth Jedi and the Lop and Ocho one. It's like even then they would be better if they were longer and got to expand these stories more. But I still really enjoyed them nonetheless. I thought they did a decent job of establishing them, and they built up to their like dramatic moments really well. So yeah, it's kind of some of them did that, and then some of them just didn't. So I don't know. The worst one was the last one that just looked hideous, and it just nothing made sense. It's just the ending just kind of came out of nowhere, and it was stupid.
I watched up to the twins, so I don't know what's the rest. That's like the fourth episode, right?
Which one?
The twins is like the third or fourth episode, right?
Yeah, that's the third one.
Okay, so I watched the first three.
Yeah. I'd recommend 4, 5, and 8. Those are my favorites.
I know like a lot of people were hyped for the for Twins just because that was done by a studio Trigger who did like Kill la Kill, Promare, which Promare is very prevalent in the designs of the characters. Like
Sounds
the
Yeah.
main boy looks just like Leo from Promare.
Yeah.
Definitely is the most bonkers one.
Yeah.
It was pretty bonkers. It's like they took the Lightspeed RAM from The Last Jedi and said, let's just fucking multiply that by 10 in terms of insanity.
Yeah, doing crazy shit is Trigger's MO.
Yeah. So yeah, it was neat. It was a very exciting fight that I just wish I was invested in the characters. It gave me the same feeling as like the Phantom Menace battle, where I don't care about the characters, but at least it's cool. So
Yeah, I'm just looking for something that I can't get in anything else Star Wars. It's like, oh yeah, I would love to see what bands do in Star Wars. I'd like to see these different stories that I can't get literally anywhere. Can't get anywhere else because it's
that's
like,
true. Yeah.
what more
I-
can we do with the regular Star Wars format? There's so much more in this universe I want to see.
Yeah, I really liked the fact that like the band one was the only one with pre-established characters in it. Like it was nice to have original stories, and that's what Star Wars really needs more of. And yeah, it's not like we're really getting that many of those in the future because almost every show
Yeah.
they've announced is like based on a pre-existing character.
Maybe I don't know. Are they just testing out to see which of these short stories are popular?
Yeah, see, I would love to see like Lop and Ocho or the Ninth Jedi like stretched into a full-on series. So maybe this is just kind of to test the waters and see which of these like studios they should invest in and like get to do a full series. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it for now. It was an okay series of shorts. Some were great, some were terrible, but yeah.
Do we know if there's gonna be like any more for revisions, or is it did not announce anything yet?
I don't think they've announced anything yet.
Okay.
What if we purchased fast food and disguised it as fast food?
I didn't know that.
Quacking crazy, Seymour.
Okay, but what if they made a Star Wars What If?
Yeah, what if Star Wars would be cool?
What if
What if
Luke
Star
fell into the
Wars-
Sarlacc pit?
Yeah,
Wait, what about the
What?
Sarlacc pit?
What if Luke fell in the Sarlacc pit?
yeah.
What if Star Wars was
What if-
Star Wars?
What if Obi-Wan took the Death Sticks?
F6, yeah.
That would have been.
What if the
really
carbonite fell over and Han just broke into a million pieces?
cool.
What if they
Wait, Patrick. What was? Have you told everyone about that what if story with Yoda and like on Coruscant with the Death Star?
Oh yeah, there was like this old comic series called Star Wars Infinities that had basically a bunch of what if scenarios for the original trilogy, and one of them led to a finale where Yoda comes out of retirement, mind controls Grand Moff Tarkin, and orders him to use the Death Star to destroy the entire Imperial fleet, and then crash the Death Star into the capital of Coruscant.
That
So, yeah.
sounds awesome, and that can only ever happen in fanfiction.
Yeah, Yoda just committed like the biggest war crime ever seen in Star Wars.
But it
And
got results.
Yeah, he got results.
He killed Palpy and Vader because he just destroyed multiple civilian lives.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He did it. He's a hero now. Mission accomplished.
Break the Kojima convention I did.
Yes. Anyway, that sounds like a pretty crazy news story. And speaking of pretty crazy news stories, hey Chris, how about some headlines from you?
Marvel's What If is fun, or it's sometimes
Cool.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Wait, is Chris still here?
Thanks for wrecking my perfect transition, Patrick.
You forgot the thing.
No,
So it
we-
wasn't-
We mentioned it at the beginning. We
We
just didn't
talked
have much
about
to
what
say
if.
about it.
Yeah, that's all we had. Anyway, Chris, how's the headlines?
There's been an update in the Facebook news article right
Oh, boy.
now,
Ooh,
in that apparently it is an issue on their servers, and not that somebody went in and deleted things.
Oh, okay.
So they just fucked up. Got it.
Yeah.
So basically, what has to happen, as confirmed by a person I highly recommend watching, good old Mudahar over at Some Ordinary Gamers. According to him, the site still exists. It's just the routing servers are failing to let everybody get onto it. It's going to need someone on site to fix it, while Mark Zuckerberg is standing in front of them and seething. So
Actually,
there you
is that
go.
actually what it said?
That's what Mudahar said.
Zuckerberg is so mad.
Yeah, he actually is, considering their which is good. Facebook stock has fallen, like, I think last I checked it was down 50%.
Nice.
Yeah, it's now down 4% now, so it rebounded a little bit.
All right. So that's wild.
But anyway,
Anyway.
swiftly moving on.
Yeah, it says Yahoo Finance and Bloomberg.com says Mark Zuckerberg loses $7 billion in net worth as Facebook stock falls.
Nice.
Well,
You just
Mao.
lost you just lost all your money.
You just lost all your money.
Well, no, that only put a slight dent in his net worth.
Oh, apparently, TikTok
This
is
will all
also
be
having
very dated
problems.
by the time the podcast comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
he's
maybe
worth,
it'll be down forever.
he's worth like
Fingers
$140 billion, so that put a very small dent in his net worth.
Yeah.
But still, it's good that it at least put some dent.
All right, Chris, give us a real news story now.
Yeah.
Safety meeting ends in accident.
Wait, what?
On November
Safety meeting
23rd of
Classic.
2020, a coworker ran over another coworker's foot at Jerome's Distributing during a forklift safety procedure.
True, because it's a forklift incident.
Yeah.
Missing Turkish man found after unwittingly joining his own search party.
I think that's the kind of thing where
This is from
Yeah, I'm gonna go true.
Saturday. Or excuse me, Friday, by the way. A Turkish man reported missing after a night of drinking in the woods was found after he unknowingly joined his own search party.
What a gamer.
Behan, 50, from Inigal, said he was in a city that I cannot pronounce, Kayaka, I believe, for a construction job when he and his friends spent an evening drinking in the woods. He then went to a friend's villa to sleep at about 2 a.m., but his friends thought he had drunkenly wandered off into the woods and reported him missing. He woke the next morning and encountered a search party who said they were seeking a missing person. He joined them and didn't realize he was the person they were looking for until somebody shouted his name.
that's the
He
classic
said, as soon
scenario
as
in
they
a lot
called
of
my
movies
name, I
used.
said, oh, that's me. He said, what happened is all like a joke.
Wow.
I just
So-
realized, did you explain this section to Goop?
We did not.
Oh yeah. So this is basically where Chris says 4 or it's 4, right? Or is it 3? I don't know.
It's normally 3, but sometimes it goes over, sometimes it goes under.
Yeah. He gives us 3 random news headlines and asks us if they are true or false. So it's like a little game where we have to figure that out.
That sounds. It sounds like something that could happen, so I'm gonna go with true.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess a cliche enough in stories that it wouldn't be something that someone would just make up for a funny news story. It seems real. Or, like, on the modern age.
Well, in the
I'm
modern
gonna go
age,
with true, because about 80% of these are true.
That
In
is
the modern
true.
age, you are correct. Amazon
Hooray.
driver's insect mishap sends package to roof.
Huh.
A California homeowner's doorbell camera captured the moment an Amazon delivery driver swatted a bug and launched a package onto the roof of their house.
What a gamer.
Yeah, that's a pro gamer move.
That sounds real.
Yeah.
It'd be even funnier if the package was fly swatters.
It would. Yeah, I believe that is true.
I don't think because
Maybe
how
false.
does swatting lead to an upwards arc?
Yeah.
Well, swatting just is like swinging at them in general. It's not just going down immediately all the time.
True. But yeah, what is the story? Is it true or not?
It is indeed true. There is a video
Aha.
attached with the article.
Ooh boy.
Wow, what a gamer.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort
Photoshopped.
to make a fake news story. Actually, it doesn't, but
Hmm.
in a literal sense, I'm saying for Chris,
If you want me to
if
find
it
you a
was
good fake news story, I can, including
yeah, it's
the
like
most
just go to
infamous
the
one.
Onion.
Including the most infamous one: 42 midgets fight lion in Cambodia.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Hey.
that one.
Yeah, that one we heard that one before.
Yeah.
And here's the final one for today: squirrel fills North Dakota man's pickup truck with 42 gallons of walnuts.
Sure.
Yeah, I see it. I can see it.
I wasn't listening. What
True,
happened?
true.
Bill Fisher of Fargo, North Dakota, said he has repeatedly spotted a red squirrel climbing on a Chevy Avalanche while it is parked outside his home, and he discovered the small animal is filling the vehicle with a large amount of walnuts.
Hmm.
Where do
Yep,
you
sounds
find that
legit.
spot, though?
I believe it.
Trending in Pennsylvania. Shit. 1.04 million tweets.
Interesting.
If you looked outside recently, see what's falling from the sky.
It's
Acorns.
falling right out of the sky.
Sky is falling.
How's it? Yeah, well, of course, there's like a million tweets that have the word shit in it because it's a common word and people
I'm
are using it.
surprised
not
the
for
hasn't
some
trended
reason.
yet.
Yeah, honestly. Oh my god.
The
Twitter
letter
trends
E
are dumb.
trending.
Trending in the United States, #delete Facebook.
Good.
You can't because you can't get on there.
That's true. I guess you'll have to do something else with your time, like watch a movie. And speaking of movies, wow.
Okay, so James, this time, I picked the 4 movies specifically because I knew we were gonna have Ben Goop with us because he wanted to talk to him about us. Like, okay, well, somehow James hasn't watched these ever apparently.
Oh yeah,
So I
that's the whole
picked-
reason I'm here.
Yeah, so I picked
Yeah.
3 of them with that in mind, and the 4th one was Yellow Submarine, which I picked because it exists, and for a while his profile picture was Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I would have preferred
Um,
if you actually. I haven't seen Yellow Submarine in years, but I would have preferred if you had picked Help because.
I have not seen Help either.
Oh, you haven't seen Help? That is
Yellow
my favorite.
Submarine's the
that is
only
my
one I
favorite
have
of the
seen.
Beatles movies.
Yeah, Yellow Submarine. No, I've seen Yellow Submarine and Magical Mystery Tour. Yeah. Yeah, James. Regardless of how you felt about Yellow Submarine, be glad you didn't watch Magical Mystery Tour.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
even worse?
Not
Let me put it this way. Instead of a script, they had a circle.
Huh.
So John Lennon drew a circle,
And that was the movie?
and that's how they made that movie. There's like
Okay.
a 5-minute section while a song plays, while they just have footage of a magic carpet flying, uninterrupted, and the whole point is that it changes colors.
What?
It's really it's really funny because there was a made-for-TV movie that aired in the late '60s when everyone still had black and white TVs.
Wow. That. Huh.
So I take it this is where the hit Beatles song "Oh Fuck Guys, It's Raining" comes from. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Good.
It's also where the "I Am the Walrus" music video comes from.
Does your hot dog? I'm putting your dog in a hot car on a summer's day. Also come from this movie? Because
No, that was gonna be in the unmade sequel.
Dude,
Man, I'm not gonna watch it now.
Damn.
You don't
There
need
we
to. It's
go.
also only like 50 minutes long. It's not even
Huh.
a full hour.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Wow, back in
Magical
the, back in the
Mystery
60s, they
Tour.
only had 10 minutes devoted to commercials. Damn.
Damn, indeed.
Okay, so yeah, Yellow Submarine, James. How'd you
So-
feel?
I didn't like Yellow Submarine. I'm sorry.
That's
Um,
okay.
I was
That's
very
okay.
bored. I don't know. It just felt like, see, every time there was a song, I was mildly engaged, and I feel like if it was just all songs, like nonstop, then it would have been a lot better. Every dialogue bit was so just lifeless. The voice actors were so just boring. Like
Yeah,
that
'cause
wasn't.
that's another thing. Yeah, they didn't. The Beatles didn't actually do the voices for the characters. They
yeah,
got sound alike.
did. That was
Yeah,
something I
I
actually
was
noticed
like-
as a kid because I saw it when I was like, I think like 9. And I was like, that's not the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
it's like-
that part at the end where they show up on screen saying "all together now," they only did that because they were contractually obligated to at least appear in the film. They did it
Wow.
so they wouldn't get fined.
Wow. Yeah, because I mean, well, if you're gonna get people who sound like the Beatles, can you get people who can also act, because like these guys just they were so boring. This just oh my god, and just I don't know.
Weren't they
Like
the same voice actors from the Beatles cartoon?
I don't know.
I think that they were. But regardless, they weren't good voice actors.
yeah, they really weren't. I didn't need a story like so. It's
Oh,
fine
it
that there's
doesn't
basically
have
no
much of
story.
one.
I don't even
That-
remember what the story was about.
Well, it's not. There really
It's-
isn't that much of a story either. It's just a setup. Like it's like
Yeah,
it's like an
agreed.
Alice in Wonderland, Labyrinth, Wizard of Oz type deal where they basically just go on a road trip for most of it to get to the end point.
We gotta get to the blue people who are they're doing evil stuff and the music place.
Speaking of blue people, you know what would have been cool? Like James said, if it was all music and like it was just like the movie was carried by the visuals, it could have been like
Yeah,
Interstellar 5555 or however many fives are in that title from Daft Punk.
yeah. Or it
I
could
will
be like
say, though,
Fantasia, but with Beatles songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will say though, my two favorite parts of the movie though are George's introduction, where he's just like standing on top of a mountain at sunset. It pans down to people looking at him, and then he's just behind them in like 5 different sports cars driving back and forth.
That's true.
And then the other part was when they're at the Sea of Monsters and Ringo falls out, and I was like, "Oh, poor Ringo." Well, anyway, let's
That's
keep
also
going.
true.
That's true.
That's also true.
And also other things.
They did not
Yeah.
give a shit about Ringo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
which
a
is
reason
funny
why
in
I
retrospect because he's one of the ones that's still alive.
exactly.
Ooh, yeah.
They used to always shit on Ringo, but I'm sure he's laughing. I was like, yeah, well, I'm still here.
Also, isn't he the one who wrote
Well, I'm
the
still
song Yellow
here.
Submarine?
Yeah,
I
was
don't
he?
He
know.
wrote the song. Yeah, he definitely
Oh
sings
yeah,
it, right?
I think. Well, Ringo did sing. I think he did write the song.
I just assume everything was written by any of the other three because I don't know
He
much about
usually
Ringo's
I think
thing-
Octopus and Garden
writing.
and Yellow Submarine were both written by Ringo, written and sung by Ringo.
Oh, and those are two. Okay, and yeah,
The
Octopus
two,
Garden, one of my
like-
favorite songs. Damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yellow Submarine was. No, Yellow Submarine was actually written by John and Paul, but it was sung
Okay.
by Ringo.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like how Here Comes the Sun was written by George, and I think it was sung by John.
I'm pretty sure George sang "Here Comes the Sun."
I just assume they all sing everything.
Yeah. I
It's
just
about
assumed they
me.
wrote
Still
every
sounds very
song known to
similar.
man, and then they sang them
About
all.
who's lead
Like
singer.
the hit song, "It's Okay to Leave a Dog in a Hot
Yeah,
Car."
George Harrison is the vocalist for "Here
Yeah.
Comes the Sun."
Oh, yes, okay. Well, the thing is that John, Paul, and George all had very similar voices. Ringo's was really
Yeah.
the only one that ever stood out to me.
Was his
That's
was
true.
deeper, right?
Yeah, he was a lot deeper. Said
Yeah.
Survivor. Yeah, John, you realize you're wearing the wrong colored Sergeant Pepper suit. Yes, I know, but aren't you supposed to be blue? Yes, but because of copyright reasons, I have to be burgundy.
Huh.
No, you can't be blue. The meanie guy's blue.
I forget where that line was from. I just saw it in an old Timotei LSD YouTube poop. It's me, John Lennon!
I just like
Yeah.
how Yellow Submarine is included in the Siva Gunner Boss Fusion collabs. There's just a
Okay.
point where the Hey Bulldog plays in the Earthbound sound font.
But in conclusion, Yellow Submarine has really it's I want to say good animation, but it's okay.
It's 60s animation.
It has a very unique art style. It has passable animation. The story isn't important. The songs are good. The voice acting is shit. It's not the worst Beatles movie, but it's not Help. I'll just say that it's not the movie Help.
Yeah, so you need
Yeah.
to see Hard Day's Night and Help.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need to
I mean
see Hard
that
Day's
that
Night.
sums up my thoughts. I think I'm a little more negative than you on the movie, but I mean, yeah, basically what you said.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm thinking I should rewatch it because I watched it a long time ago and did not like it, and I'm thinking if I rewatch it, I may hate it even more. But my opinion stands where it's just like I don't remember anything about the movie. I just remember it was cool visually, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
main thing, the visuals.
It was
What I-
ambitious visually, but I just didn't really enjoy the visuals. I didn't think they were anything that special. I'm sure for the 60s they were, but like, I don't
But-
know.
What
So
the
what's the
real
next movie?
takeaway is that James hates the British.
Yes,
I mean,
James hates
yeah,
the British. Well, I'm
that's
Irish,
canon.
so I also hate the British too, James. So we have that in common.
Yep. That's true. This is a well-documented fact about me.
True.
Anyway,
Dude,
though.
someone on the Reddit said that this is your most controversial opinion when they saw your letterbox rating, and like, is it really though?
Is it?
Is it really?
though?
Does
I
anyone
think-
even
really-
talk about this
giving the
movie?
Bad
Does it
Batch-
matter what my opinion on it is?
I think giving the Bad Batch a 6 out of 10 was pretty controversial.
No, actually, I think everyone kind of thinks Bad Batch is mid. Like, I think most people give
I
it a
don't know.
6
I
out of 10.
really liked the Bad Batch. I thought it was good. Like,
Yeah,
I
it definitely has a lot of
enjoyed it.
fans, but I think a lot of people think it's pretty mid as
I
well.
feel like a
would-
more controversial
I would
opinion
give
was
it
just
at
saying that
least
Jaws was only good.
I'd give it a
Uh-oh.
7, maybe an 8
Whoa.
if I'm being generous. Actually,
Yeah.
I actually
Anyway, though.
thoroughly enjoyed it, and I
I thought your
thought that
controversial opinion was
Rob-
about Saul.
What? Saul?
Yeah. The
Better
guy-
Sorry,
Call
that.
Saul.
Oh,
Yeah,
you mean
Saul
Better
was
Call
probably his
Saul?
most controversial video to date.
My most controversial opinion is that I think a beloved show is only good. Oh man.
Yeah, I
Right.
felt the same way about Saul. Like, it's a really good show, but like, it's not as consistent as Breaking Bad.
Yeah, like definitely. Like, well, I mean, I don't need to get into it right
Yeah,
now.
you already
Yeah, he has a
said
whole
it.
video about it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's good. I like Better Call Saul. I'm excited for the next season. And
Okay, now use
another
that to segue into the next thing.
another thing I like was Jaws, which is a good movie that I gave a 7 out of 10 to.
How did you not see Jaws?
I don't know. I really didn't.
Well,
To be
William,
fair,
may
I didn't see
have-
it for the first time until college.
Really? Okay, well, may I have the floor?
Yes, that's why we
Yeah.
brought you on here.
Well, I just want to say Jaws is probably in my top 10 favorite films. It's not in my top 5, but I first saw Jaws when I was 10, and it was like I was expecting it to be a lot scarier than it actually was. And don't get me wrong, like the first half of the film is very unsettling, but I was more just amazed at the cinematography and just like especially after watching how the film was made. I mean, it was the first film made entirely on the ocean, and like it caused so many so many problems, and it's just like it's amazing that they even pulled it off and it was as good as it was.
Yeah, you want to talk about the shark robot that didn't work?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And even then the shark robot itself was pretty impressive for the time.
Yeah, definitely.
And like you're talking
Um,
about the film not being scary, you have to remember that's also 70 sensibilities versus 2000 sensibilities.
Yeah.
I mean, I was scared. Like, I wasn't scared by most of the horror movies you've shown me for this segment, but Jaws, I mean, the tension was there, definitely, in the ocean scenes.
Well,
And
the only
using,
horror
like-
movies I showed you so far were The Thing, Black Lagoon,
Night of the Living Dead.
Which,
Oh, Night of the
which,
Living Dead.
which version of the thing? John Carpenter's?
John Carpenter, yeah.
The good one. Yeah.
The thing from another world.
I'm gonna assume James didn't know that the 50s thing was a thing.
Yeah, the thing John Carpenter's
Yeah.
The Thing was a remake, and
Yeah.
the original The Thing from Another World is very good too. I would recommend it.
Okay. Nice.
It's essentially it's almost the same movie, just a little bit campier, and also the monster is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an alien. It's like an actual, legitimately an alien with like a big forehead.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's
the
hard
big-
to describe
it's the big
without showing it.
forehead man.
Mega Man?
Yeah,
It's literally Jack's films.
Amazing.
aren't there multiple
Yeah.
of them too?
In the original?
Yeah.
No, that's just the
Oh,
one
okay.
guy, but he can
Okay.
he's like if a part gets cut off of him, I think he can like grow into another thing.
Okay.
But that's
Ah.
like it doesn't happen, it's just mentioned.
Okay.
But anyway,
Because I think
yeah.
I started watching it at one point, but then I never didn't finish the movie.
But what was your favorite part about Jaws?
I liked the first half a lot better overall. Like, I just liked the mystery surrounding the shark and just the whole plot about like everyone who runs the beach and like the mayor being like, "Oh, it's fine. It's no big deal." And it's like social commentary that's relevant to today. Whoa. Amazing. I just liked the tension between like the human characters who just want to keep the beach open for profit versus the ones who are like legitimately concerned. It's like I knew that there's no way they caught the shark so early in the movie, and that they were going to cut it open and find out it wasn't the real one. But I think there was still tension there of them thinking, oh, it's over, and then, oh shit, no, it's not. But then the whole scene at the beach where you think the kids are safe playing in that like small section, and then, oh shit, he coming. It's like, yeah, all that is just really excellent stuff. For me, I wasn't quite as engaged by the second half of this movie on the boat. Like I wanted to be, because I enjoyed these characters, but I just got a little bit bored compared to the first half. Whenever the shark wasn't around. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I really liked the movie. I just, yeah, I
I'd like
enjoyed the
to say
momentum in the
I
first half
completely
more.
agree. While I really do like the second half of the film because I love the bond that like the three main characters, uh, you know, form in like the Indianapolis scene and when they're showing off their scars, like that was really great. And
Yeah.
it also gave a lot of weight to Quint's death. Like it was actually kind of sad when he died. Um,
Mhm.
and but yeah, I mean, the first half was definitely better, but I feel like the weakest part about the second half was that it just dragged on a little too long.
Yeah, definitely.
But
But yeah, no, I
other
see
than
why you
that,
like all those elements of the second half,
and it
definitely.
has one of the greatest climaxes in film history.
Smog,
Yeah,
you
that
son of a bitch.
that was a
You
great
son of a!
climax. Oh my god.
I can imagine like the audience reaction when it first opened, the applause. Oh my god, I'm just envisioning that, like what that must feel.
Yeah.
And this
Uh,
was Spielberg's first big hit too, because
Yeah,
he
before
did
that
smaller
he
stuff
did
before then. There was
before that
Duel.
yeah, Duel's really good actually. It
I
was
still need to see it, but I know about it.
yeah, it
I
was a
think the
made
Blu-ray's
for
only like
TV
$6,
film.
so I should probably just grab it.
Yeah, it was a made for TV film, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing about Spielberg that really impresses me with his movies. It's like there's no like tonal like, you know, through line between them. He can make something that's like completely different from all his other films. Like Jaws feels so different from like a certain movie that we're going to talk about very shortly.
Yes.
And then it's so different from the Indiana Jones movies, and then like something serious like Schindler's List. It's like he's so good at just like fitting the tone of each movie perfectly and like completely like changing his style. Like I don't really know if he has a distinct style other than just making really good, strong movies that just fit the tone of what he's going for each one perfectly.
I think
It's like
he does
there's no other director like him, honestly.
yeah, he does what
Wild.
Kubrick did, but his films are much more accessible. Like,
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah,
like
the
he can
Kubrick's films are
he
very
can make
different
a
from each
movie
other
like
too.
kind of like Kubrick, who can make a movie like 2001 or The Shining or Doctor Strangelove, like three completely different types of films, and
Yeah.
it still kind of feels like you're watching a Kubrick film, but also you're just kind of like it just everything fits.
Definitely, yeah. And that's
Nothing
what I
feels
like
like he's
really admire about
following a
Spielberg. Like,
trope. Nothing feels like
yeah.
it's following the same directorial tropes. It has its own tone.
Yeah, and in terms of living directors, he's the only one that really like comes to mind that can like that really just like changes his style to fit every movie that he does perfectly.
The only one that I was not a fan of Ready Player One because I feel like
Oh
that
well, yeah, of
was
course.
just interested in like nostalgia and things like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ready Player One yet. Because why would I? So
I just didn't
It's not a
care.
good book. It's not a good movie. It's literally just it's only worth watching for the novelty of seeing like all these movie characters are in the same movie. It's like yeah,
wow.
Super Smash Brothers exists, and we could get a lot more enjoyment out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I looked at the book for Ready Player One once because like, oh, I heard Mechagodzilla's in this. Let's see. I skipped to the page where Mechagodzilla shows up. And it literally I can tell that Ernest Cline didn't actually know how to tell people which Mechagodzilla specifically they were using. So he just has the villain shout Kiryu for no reason, unprompted, that no one actually even acknowledges. He just does that and it keeps going on. And then proceeds to not do anything that Kiryu specifically did, which means I don't think he even knew what Kiryu did differently than the other Mechagodzillas. I think he just Googled Mechagodzilla, saw its design, like, oh, that one looks neat. I'll use that one. What's this? What do I call it? That cool.
I also
Good
really
job,
hated-
Ernest.
The other thing about Ready Player One that I really hated is I hate the Chosen One concept. I mean, it can be done right. It can be done well if done right. Like, I'm trying to think. I guess Lord of the Rings would be a specific example, but there's more to it than just Frodo is like the guy. He gets a lot of help from other people, and like he, throws the ring into the fire and all that stuff. But yeah,
Spy
Ready
Kids
Player
3D.
Heck yeah.
the guy.
Now
The
that's
guy.
But yeah, and that movie completely takes a shit on the Chosen One concept.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spy Kids 3D is based.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the best movie ever made.
But yeah,
Indeed.
I don't like the Chosen One concept or Great Man Theory or any of that stuff because it's been done to death, and also it seemed like it was a stupid decision to just keep the video game server up. Like, why not just shut the whole thing down and let people like enjoy life? Like, everyone's in poverty and they're all using this game as an unhealthy escape. Like,
Apparently, the sequel
just
was
shut the whole thing down.
and apparently in the sequel, things get even worse. So it ends with them leaving Earth completely.
That's so dumb.
It ends with them doing the Jeff Bezos and just going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's really dumb. It's
Well-
like, why not just like, I get like colonizing Mars and all that shit, but it's like, why not just fix Earth? Like, that's like, did you learn nothing from Wall-E?
Hmm.
Let
I
Earth
guess
fix
not.
itself. Bye.
Bye.
But anyway, so should
Anyway,
we?
though.
I think we're getting off topic. Should we segue into the next Spielberg film?
Yes, let us segue into Jurassic
Holy
Park.
fucking shit! It's a
This
dinosaur.
is another movie
Jesus
that I'm
Christ, what?
really disappointed that I haven't seen before this, but
I don't know how you haven't, because like we went to the same school and I watched it in biology class.
Huh?
I saw it when
why
I
did
was
I not
4.
in biology class? So why didn't they play it? I don't know.
Jurassic
And it
Park-
aired on Cartoon Network a couple times for some reason.
Well,
yeah,
see, I
it was on Cartoon Network.
I did catch some of this movie on TV before. Like, I distinctly remember as a kid seeing the kitchen scene with the velociraptors. Like, I saw that on TV before. I just never saw the whole movie. So I remembered that, but yeah, this was my first time actually watching all of it.
And what did you think?
This is a banger movie. I really love it. I think it's great. I wouldn't give it like a 10. I give it like an 8 out of 10, I'd say. I just there's some things like I don't love these kids and I find them kind of annoying, and I wish they did more with Jeff Goldblum because he was very entertaining.
The takeaway is that James hates children,
Yes, I do. I hate
especially
children
British
and the
children. That's
British,
why he
yeah.
doesn't like Willy Wonka.
And the Muppets. Don't forget. I hate the British Muppet children.
Damn,
That's
he hates them
how we
Muppet
know.
children.
But
Yep.
yeah, I would just like to say Jurassic Park was my favorite movie growing up. It's still in my top 5. I saw the movie when I was 4. My grandma actually showed it to me on a VHS tape, and my parents got really mad at her for that.
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs in it.
Because it's
Dinosaurs.
violent. I'm a huge dinosaur nut. I wanted to be a paleontologist as a kid, and now I'm editing for Schaefer-Less. But good
What
luck.
a dream come true.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I still kind of like to pursue, like I like to be up to date with the current paleontology world and like the fossil record and all that stuff. So I still pay attention to that stuff. Just not as much as I used to, but yeah, I used to be like a huge nut. I could name like so many different dinosaurs. I could pronounce them, and like my friends were like, "How do you know all this stuff?" It's like because I'm interested in it, and yeah, like I was basically the kid from Mitchell's versus the Machines, like going through the yellow book, going like, "Do you want to talk to me about dinosaurs?"
Dude, there's like
Great.
so much crossover between Godzilla and Paleo Twitter. That stuff shows up in my timeline all the time, and I just look at it and like I see like these Lovecraftian names that I have no idea how to even pronounce. And I'm pretty sure at this point, Spinosaurus is probably just like an all-knowing demigod from all the changes I've seen it go through.
Spinosaurus got done dirty, dude, because Jurassic Park 3 is one of like the like.
Oh no, not in the movies. I mean in real life.
Oh,
Like
What I'm
there's like
saying though is that Spinosaurus still got done dirty. Like Jurassic Park 3 is atrocious.
Alan.
Absolutely hate that
Alan.
movie.
Alan.
I
Nothing
hate
beats the
that movie as
raptor
much
with
as
saying
James
Alan,
hates Shrek
though.
3. Like, it is awful. But we're not here to talk about that shitty movie. We're here to talk
Yeah.
about the first one, which is an amazing film.
They should make
Yeah.
a Jurassic Park Amber Collection figure of Alan.
I have the Jeff Goldblum
Yeah.
figure, actually.
I just have a random raptor that went on clearance once.
And yeah, speaking of Jeff Goldblum, yes, I completely agree with James. Jeff Goldblum, like Ian Malcolm's character, kind of gets done dirty throughout the entire series. Like he
Ugh.
becomes the main character in the next film, The Lost World, but he kind of becomes like a really overbearing douche,
Oh, yeesh.
and not really like, and because he's playing the leading role, so he's not the comic relief.
Yeah.
There really isn't a comic relief character in The Lost World. I mean, they get Vince Vaughn, but he plays more of a serious character.
Huh.
Which is like, you had the opportunity to make him the comic relief. It's freaking Vince Vaughn. Like, why did you make him a serious character? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's weird.
But anyway, yeah, so I wish they did more with Jeff Goldblum in the first film, because he does play a much bigger role in the book.
Hmm.
Like, he provides a lot of really good commentary in the book, but he's like, he also does that in the film in like the dinner scene, but not as much as he does in the book.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love the conflict between like him and Hammond about like why the fuck would you do this? Like you never stopped to think whether you could. Like I knew all the iconic lines, like, and I was like, oh hey, there's that iconic line. It's
Yeah,
just
well,
like
that's
so
my
cool. There's
favorite
just
line in the
so
film.
much great.
It's like, yeah, you were so preoccupied with the fact that you could, you never stopped to question whether or not you should.
Yeah. It's just oh my God.
Bingo! Dino DNA.
Hold
Like
on to
such
your
a
butts.
great like central conflict between like the characters about
I
like
say
the
hold
ethics of
on to
doing
your
this.
butts all the time. Like whenever I'm in the car with my friends and I'm driving, like I can be a pretty reckless driver. Like whenever I have to make a sharp turn, I'm like, hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
I
love
like
how
the part
Samuel
when
L.
Newman
Jackson is just
dies.
in this movie as just like such a minor part, but it's like there he is.
Yeah, it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh boy, and then fucking Newman from Seinfeld, like Wayne Knight.
Yes.
Oh my God,
I love,
so
dude.
fun.
I loved Wayne Knight in that movie. It was so good. Also, can we not forget when like he meets Dodson and he does that laugh that sounds like a squeaky toy?
Yeah.
Or he's like,
Oh my God.
Dodson, we got Dodson here. See, nobody cares.
See, nobody cares. Oh man, so many great characters, like so many great actors in one movie. It's like
Sam Neill,
and
Richard
Laura
Attenborough.
Dern,
The
So-
Dilophosaurus.
the T-Rex,
What was
played
your-
by Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
What was your
Like, oh my
favorite?
God. Yeah, the T-Rex was just so fucking awesome. Like, every time that showed up, and then at the end when it comes in and it fights the Velociraptor, oh my God,
Overboard.
so
And
so
remember-
cool. Oh
and
my
remember-
God.
Overboard!
And remember, that thing was done with both practical animatronics and CG. It was a fusion.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually something that I wish the later Jurassic World films would have done. Like, there was a few animatronic scenes in Jurassic World, but for the most part, it was just CG. And not that it looked bad, it was just like, you can tell it's CG. Like,
Yeah,
animatronics, the way they moved in the first film, like, they looked very natural.
There's a lot of weight to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they knew
Yes.
how to set up the shot in a way where, you know, you don't want to have the robot in full view. You just want to show the face and like the eye. Like when the eye comes close to like the window with the flashlight, like that gives me chills like to this day.
yeah.
Were some of the raptors done with people in suits, or were they also just animatronics and CG?
Some of the raptor shots like of the legs were with suits.
Okay.
Or some of the close-up shots of the head, but a lot of the raptor stuff was CG.
Okay.
What else? You know, this is one of my favorite films. So like, and
Still.
it's also my most rewatched film of all time. So like, I could talk forever about this shit.
And
Yeah.
still, CG from like what 1994 looks better than the PS2 models in the Black Panther fight.
93, actually.
93.
Yeah, I mean the CG really holds up pretty well.
If you do watch it on a 4K TV nowadays, it does look a bit dated, but even then, it still looks great.
I mean, it probably looks less dated than the PS2 models in the Black Panther fight.
Oh yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. It's like you can tell so much loving care was like put into this film, and like not only the story but the effects and the direction, just every element of it.
That's another
It's
thing about
really
Spielberg.
good.
He has a lot of ambitions, and he likes, like, when he goes into planning a film, he wants to make it as extravagant as possible. But then once he actually starts making the film, he realizes the limitations. So then he
Mhm.
knows when to dial it back to make sure that, like, he knows when to have less. He knows that less is sometimes more.
Yeah, definitely.
It's what you
Like,
don't see.
yeah, like there's not a lot of dinosaurs like or in like the first hour of the film, and then it just the build up is so great when we see like all of them in like the second half. It's so exciting. Oh my god.
Also,
You know,
I'd just
something
like to say, oh, go ahead, William.
something that we didn't mention about either Jaws or this movie yet was the music.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, of
the
course.
John
It's like
Williams score.
John
The whole
Williams killed
film.
it every time. Oh my god.
John
Yeah.
Williams is a genius songwriter, and I think that there will be a point in time where his scores will be as like revered in music at large as like Beethoven.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, he did Jaws, Jurassic Park. He did the most
Harry
iconic
Potter.
tracks in Star Wars.
Yeah, all the Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
E.T.
god.
Like, the list goes on. Like, this
Yeah.
dude is unstoppable.
And like it's just
Um,
something that like going like looking back and then looking at today, there aren't a whole lot of great original film themes anymore. Like, yeah, still good scores, but like an actual theme. There's like the Avengers theme, Pacific Rim, what else? There really isn't much for modern day.
Yeah, and it's like Danny Elfman was like another one who's really good
Yeah.
at film score. Like the Batman, the Tim Burton Batman theme song is like really memorable. Or,
Nightmare for Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas, yeah. Also, interesting fact: Danny Elfman is the singer in the Pedo Bear song.
Eh.
huh.
I love little girls; they make me feel so good. That was
What a dark time on the internet.
yeah, he was in a ska band called Oingo Boingo before he was like a prominent film score guy.
Huh.
Was he the? Oh, that makes sense. He was the Dead Man's Party all along.
Yeah, he did the Weird Science theme song with Oingo Boingo.
Well, now we know.
Yep, now we know. Now we
Yep.
know Danny Elfman's a weirdo. But Oingo Boingo is
Oh,
actually a
boy.
really good band. Definitely check out Dead Man's Party and Only a Lad. Two really good records.
All right. We'll do.
Except it does. Only a Lad does have a very okay boomer moment because it has a song about there's nothing wrong with capitalism.
Ooh.
Oh.
Which if you like capitalism, good on you, but you can't I don't think it's fair to say there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I think even the most diehard supporters of capitalism can agree. There's
It's also that it only gets worse every year.
some things.
Yeah.
Ugh, wrong
But
with
anyway,
it. Oh
but
my
yeah, that was a song that did not age well.
God.
But that's the only like bad song on the record. The rest of them are really good. But yeah, what else about what was your favorite scene, James, in Jurassic?
Let me think. I don't know. There's a lot of good ones, definitely. It's hard to really say.
Two moments that stick out to me. One, Newman's death, obviously.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And also like the part where like they're in the Jeep and just like the body parts just dump on the car while the kids are inside.
Yeah.
Oh, the goat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also I want to say the lawyer's death scene. Like, it's kind of funny because he's such a pathetic character, but like when you really think about just the horror of being in that situation and just like this dude's getting his entire body like destroyed, like
Oh yeah,
bones in
definitely.
his body are being destroyed. It's like you're just hoping it's like I hope that was at least a quick death.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
one.
I liked I did like I think my favorite like moment in the film was when Laura Dern like turns the power on. She says something like, you know, we're back in business or something
yeah,
like
the
that, and then
Velociraptor
just
pops out.
suddenly the fucking dinosaur like
Jump scare.
that it is a jump scare, but it was so effective because it's like, oh fuck, there's no way they can get out of this.
Yeah,
I
and
mean
then
they
you see
do, but like
Jackson's
it
arm
just
is severed.
Yeah. Oh, the severed arm too. Oh my god. I like the kitchen scene a lot as well. That's one of my favorites. Just the whole ending in general is probably my favorite part of the movie.
I'd also like to say, if you haven't already, please read the book because the scenes in the book that they do in the movie are even more like horrifying.
Yeah.
Like Dennis's death is like really gruesome. The T-Rex breakout scene is like just to read it, or it's like read it with an audiobook. It's actually like the narration is great, and the
Mm,
Velociraptor kitchen scene, everything is just amplified
yeah.
in the book. But yeah, the movie I think is definitely better because it made kind of the story a little bit more accessible for general audiences, but definitely don't skip out on the book.
Yeah.
Side note:
That's
Facebook and Instagram are back up.
Yeah,
Damn.
I just saw a message.
Ah, that's so disappointing.
So we could go on about this. It's one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it already, go watch Jurassic Park. But James, you want to
Yeah.
say anything else before we move on to the last movie?
Is a banger, and that is one big pile of shit. Is not what I say about this movie because it's not a big pile of shit. So
That is
there
what
you go.
will say about Jurassic Park 3 and what you might say about The Lost World.
Perhaps.
The Lost
Yeah.
World, I recommend watching The Lost World. It's definitely not as good, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's still.
what do you think
still
about Jurassic
Spielberg
World?
directing it? I think so it's like I don't know. Can't be all
What
bad.
are your thoughts on Jurassic World, really quick?
I like the first Jurassic World. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I like for the memes, but it is not a good movie.
Mm.
I think
Yeah, the only ones I've seen were the first one in Jurassic World 1.
yeah, I like
Those are the
yeah,
two worth
William
watching,
hasn't
I'd
even
say.
seen
Kinda
the
chill.
other two originals, which as I said, William, definitely check out The Lost World and then just watch Jurassic Park 3 at your own risk.
I mean, I know like the big thing people always talk about the second film is the ending where the raptor gets lost in New York, right?
San Diego.
San Diego.
No, not the
Mm.
Raptor, it's the T-Rex.
Oh, is it a T-Rex? Okay, I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
they pay tribute to Godzilla, and Spielberg does Godzilla better than Roland Emmerich.
Well, wasn't it also like I haven't seen like the Lost World movie from the 20s?
Yeah, that was another thing. Is that the book that it was based on that Michael Crichton wrote, The Lost World, was actually a written remake slash spiritual successor to the original Lost World.
Which was Willis O'Brien the one that did the special effects for that movie?
What, for the original Lost World?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Was he the one that did King Kong?
Yeah, Willis O'Brien was King Kong.
I don't know if it was Willis O'Brien.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay. But yeah, so the sequel to Jurassic Park, which is also called The Lost World, pays a lot of tribute to the original story.
Yeah,
But,
it's Brian.
That's awesome. Yeah. Great special effects artist, did Lost World and King Kong. Two really good old black and white films. One of them is silent, the other one is King Kong.
Yeah, and The Lost World is public domain, so the Wikipedia article has the movie in it.
Yeah. But yeah, James, I think that was it, or should we move on to the last film?
Yep. So let's move on to the last one.
Which I also don't understand how you haven't seen this one as a fan of
Yeah,
animation.
dude.
Yeah, it's wild. It really is. But that's what this segment's here for.
Also, didn't you see the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, you haven't seen? Okay.
William,
Okay,
that's
but I
something
would only give you that as a joke, though.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
Do it.
we should actually watch it over Discord sometime because I have it on Blu-ray.
Oh damn! I only have the DVD.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah.
Blu-ray. We could watch it in full HD. We could do that sometime.
Yeah, the thing with this section is that I'm
Yeah.
not really giving James movies as a joke. I'm at least giving things I think he might like.
Yeah, no.
Sure,
he won't-
sometimes I'm wrong.
I'm gonna like
but-
the Mario
Yeah,
movie.
he's
I mean,
gonna
look
like the
at
Mario
it.
movie 'cause
Okay,
it's gonna be fun.
genuinely like,
Well, true, but
not ironically like.
Okay.
You
that's
might
true.
like Tammy and the T-Rex. You wouldn't legitimately like Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah,
Well,
Tammy the T-Rex is not
you never know.
not a good movie, but it's
But it's
fun,
amazing.
It's a fun
Yeah.
campy movie, and that's what you're gonna get with the Mario film. But anyway, the reason why I brought that up is because
Reeboks.
Bob Hoskins is in.
That's
the
true. And he is also in this movie, which is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, banger. This is also an 8 out of 10, but I would rank it above Jurassic Park, so we still went in the order of how much I like it. So yeah, this was my favorite of these four. Yeah, I mean, I am shocked that this movie happened at all, and it has just like Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse next to each other and all that. But more so, just the fact that it is so adult, like
Well, it's
so
a boys
many.
noir film.
It's so many adult jokes, and it's like, how is Disney okay with putting their characters in this? It's like, what? How is this movie even made? How did kids watch this? I can't believe this is like a kids film because it's
Well,
not.
I don't think it was a kids' film. I think it was more made for the people that grew up with those characters. Because this came out in the late '80s. The kids by that point weren't watching a lot of the old Looney Tunes and stuff. Well, in theaters at least. But, like, this is
That's
more made
true.
more for like the people who grew up with those characters.
Yeah, but like people definitely show it to their kids, and a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
have watched it as kids, and I'm like, how were they allowed to? This is
Well, if you
so.
watch it with your parents, they'll explain the things. Or like when you're older, Sonny.
Yeah,
I
it was
guess.
definitely one of the first of its kind. It's kind of like what Ready Player One did, but actually good.
Yeah.
Like combining a bunch of old cartoon and film properties and putting them all in the same film. So it's a for a lack of a better term, a nostalgia film, but it's much more than that. It's just
Yeah, it's just a really good story and just a really compelling world. Just mixing like tunes with like real life and in a 50s noir setting, like it's just such a cool idea. And
That
yeah,
was a freeway.
you'd never know that Bob Hoskins was actually like he's English, and not only is he English, he has like a very thick Cockney accent, and you'd never know that because he does a Brooklyn accent so well.
yeah, it's wild.
It's like in the movie, he's like, hey, I'm walking here, and then in real life, he's like, oh,
I've been listening to Pipes my whole life, Luigi. Oh man,
but
what a guy.
But yeah, I think actually John Leguizamo said that on the set of the Mario movie, he used to ask Bob Hawkins, "Can you actually talk to me in the Mario voice? Because I can't understand you." Like that's how
That's
thick his
great.
Cockney accent was.
Oh my god.
Um, but yeah, it's it also had two different directors. Like it had a main director, and then it also had a director purely for the animation.
Yeah.
So
Ah, nice.
it was just a huge, very ambitious project.
Yeah, definitely. And it really paid off. Like everything blends really well. The
Yeah.
only things that looked unconvincing was when Bob Hoskins like goes to the Toon Town, and then it's like you can tell that the green screen isn't really that good there. But it's like at that point I was so invested that it doesn't even
Yeah.
matter. Like it's just
one-
still very impressive.
One animated portion people always like to talk about is the scene where it's Roger and Bob Hoskins in the room with the spinning lamp going around the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And just like the lighting on Roger to make it look as convincing as possible,
Mhm.
as if he was actually on set.
It's amazing. It's just wild. Yeah, in terms of like problems, I don't really like Roger as a character that much. Like he just doesn't have the same charms as like Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny to me. He's just kind of annoying a little bit, but not like that annoying. Like I liked him more than the kids in Jurassic Park, I guess. But yeah, there's that, and then the plot can be kind of confusing sometimes. Like there's a lot of elements at play. But I mean, it's not that bad, and yeah, that's really about it in terms of things I dislike. Like I love most of this movie.
What was
it's
your favorite
definitely
scene?
Christopher Lloyd.
I like the whole climax a lot. Like just there's tension there with like Roger and Jessica tied up. It's just like
The laughing
him
to
trying
death.
The what?
When the weasels are laughing to death.
Oh yeah, the laughing in the death was great. It was nice to see Eddie like be comedic in order to murder people. It's like character arc. Hooray.
And when I killed your brother, Eddie, I did it just like this.
Fucking oh my god. Yeah, I see why Judge Doom gave people nightmares as a kid. Like, oh my god.
Speaking of Judge Doom, Christopher Lloyd killed that.
Christopher Lloyd was so good in this. Oh my god.
So good.
Fantastic.
Marty, we gotta drop an anvil on this guy, Marty.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh jeez, Rick, I don't want to kill people. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. This is just such a fucking banger. It's amazing how adult it gets. I was not expecting that. I
Oh,
thought
the
like,
actual book is even more adult.
yeah, I thought like, oh, one or two jokes here and there, but no, there are just so many innuendos and just
They were playing patty
fucking
cake, James.
they were playing patty cake. God damn it. That was-
I think one of my favorite moments
great.
of the film is when like the henchmen reach into Jessica's you know what, and
oh
then
yeah,
a
it's a
mousetrap.
booby trap.
Booby
Nice.
trap.
Nice
Booby
booby
trap.
trap.
Oh my god.
What else? I also really like the scene where it's like uh Bob sees like the woman giving the baby the cigar and it's just like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, and it's a tune.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Wasn't there a breastfeeding joke about the baby?
Yeah, yeah, there was.
Oh my god. It's fucking off the rails, this whole movie. Oh man.
How about the fact that Brer Bear shows up in the movie? The fact that they had to actually acknowledge the Song of the South happened.
Ooh,
Yeah, well, Disney was doing that for years with Splash Mountain.
True.
that's true.
That's also true.
I didn't know going in that Jessica Rabbit was like not a rabbit. I didn't realize that her name was Rabbit because
What?
she was married to Roger. I thought
Yeah, she didn't
so-
keep her last name.
yeah, I was confused the whole for a little bit. I was like, why is she? Where's her rabbit ears? I thought she was just like a humanoid rabbit, but then I was like, oh wait, no, that's just the name.
Have you not
So-
looked at her character design before?
I mean, I have, but I not like a lot. So I just assumed there were rabbit ears somewhere that I didn't notice, or like a rabbit tail or something. And I was like, oh, okay, she's just a cartoon human lady who is married to a rabbit. Got it.
It's
So I don't
also
know how-
Who do you
like,
like? Who do you like more, Jessica Rabbit or Betty Boop?
Miss Wendy. Yeah, I'm
gonna
bringing
slap
that
you.
back.
it's also
Anyway,
funny that Kathleen Turner played Jessica Rabbit, but she was technically uncredited.
hmm.
Yeah, which is
Weird.
odd, but whatever.
Is
Yeah,
this the
I-
part where we
I
bring
love-
up?
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
go ahead. Oh,
Hey,
what-
you
what-
go.
What was the part where we run away?
Yes.
Well, I'll let William talk. What were we
I was gonna say, is this the part where we bring up how the NES game has a phone number that now directs to a sex hotline?
Yes. Yeah, that's I don't think it does anymore because I tried to call the number, but I think at the time, yes, it actually did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a thing. The NES game has a number to a sex hotline.
It was originally to like one of those Nintendo 1-800 numbers that give you tips.
Yep, and yeah. But yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, just amazing film. I mean, it's one of those anime. Also, it was one of the last films that Mel Blanc did. Before he
Yeah.
died.
When did he die again?
He literally died later that year.
Okay.
Oh wow.
No, he died the following year in 1989 because this came out
Okay.
in 88.
And then
Yeah.
after that, it was like Billy West was doing the Looney Tunes voices for a while.
Yeah, because he did voice Bugs in Space Jam. The
Yeah.
first Space Jam. And
Yeah.
he still voices Elmer Fudd, as far as I know.
Okay.
Um,
And Eric Boss is doing a couple of the voices nowadays.
yeah, it's not just Mel, like, because no one could ever just do what Mel did. Like,
Yeah.
it's a whole bunch of people now.
Yep.
Um,
Okay. Well, yeah, banger movie. Would
It kind of-
recommend.
Yeah, it's one of those animated films that just so much influence on the industry because it kind of spearheaded like the interest in American animation, like rekindling it, and it just broke so many new grounds. It's one of those films like
It broke new ground.
It broke new ground.
yeah, it's one of those films like maybe not comparable, but like Shrek. It's just like if Shrek was like the turning point for kind of like animation in like the late 90s, early 2000s, then Roger Rabbit kind of did that in the late 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel it was like the one that
Yeah.
like was like the big grand finale for all the old stuff before the
Yeah, that
new
was, like,
generation.
The Big Bang before
Yeah.
the Disney Renaissance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because literally the next year would have been Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
along
that's
came
wild.
Zeus.
Epic. Wow, that was the great direct. I'm trying
Yeah,
to think of a
okay.
direct related pun.
Well, no,
but-
because now I have to like do the
Nintendo
preface for
sex
next time.
line.
Oh yeah, so the
No,
Nintendo
James,
sex
I
line.
have to do the preface for next time.
Call a
Oh, yes,
sex
of course.
line.
So, for the next 4 movies, what month is it?
Not January, that's for sure.
It's the spooky month.
Yeah, so what
Yeah.
kind of
Fuck
movies
you,
do you think I'm going to give
January.
you?
Christmas movies.
No, that's 2 months
rom-com.
from now.
Okay.
Thanksgiving movies.
Almost.
Damn, you
Christmas,
got
but
me.
Not Christmas.
You're getting 4 horror movies.
Cool.
Four horror
You gotta
movies?
give him, gotta give him the original Godzilla.
That'll be later.
Ah,
Epic.
And technically, when I give him that one, I'm not even actually going to give it to him. I'm just going to give him a sticky note that says, go watch on HBO Max.
Okay.
oh, speaking
No,
of horror
but
movies,
yeah.
before you announce that, William, I actually gotta ask. So, James, you saw Night of the Living Dead, right?
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was really good.
Yeah,
And,
but interesting fact. I went to SUNY Old Westbury for college, and the guy that played Ben in Night of the Living Dead, he was the theater director at my school.
Oh wow.
He
Oh, that's
passed away.
awesome.
He passed away years before like that, but his
Yeah.
the theater at the school is like named in his honor, and there's a bunch of Night of the Living Dead memorabilia in the art department.
Wow. Yeah, that's really cool.
Nice.
Oh man. Anyway, though.
Yeah. So you're
back-
getting 4 horror movies. I'm not going to tell you what they are, obviously, because that defeats the suspense. But, like,
Yeah.
do you want me to give, like, decades for when they each came out?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. One of them was the 30s.
Whoa. That's early.
One of them was the 60s.
Okay. That's less
One-
early.
One of them from the 70s.
Yeah.
And one from the 2010s.
Cool.
So Nosferatu 2.
You got me.
We got you.
You
Anyway,
got me.
So, Nintendo sex line. That transitions
Ladies
into
and gentlemen,
our Nintendo Direct.
Oh, right. Chris and Ben are in this podcast. Whoa.
So,
And Patrick.
so wait, are you actually gonna give
And
him all the
Ben.
Nosferatus?
No.
That's what I thought. What movies are you gonna give him?
It's
You'll
a
find out
surprise.
next time.
Oh,
I'll
we're
find
gonna
out
fi-
when he comes to my door and
okay,
throws
so you're
them
not
at
gonna
me.
announce them
You know,
yet,
I was
but you-
actually, yeah, I was gonna give them to you today, but then I remembered, oh wait, I want to rewatch one of them first before I give it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sounds epic. Anyway, so there was a Nintendo Direct a few weeks back, and even though we already know that the new Smash Fighter is Sora, we still have other stuff to talk about.
okay, yeah. So I have it open here. The first thing that was announced was the DLC for Monster Hunter Rise. Has anyone here played Monster Hunter?
No.
Nope.
Cool. Monster Hunter is neat. If you like Monster Hunter, there you go. We kind of already knew about this, though, because Capcom announced that DLC was happening earlier this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess.
It
But-
was an announcement for something we already knew was happening.
Yep. Anyway,
So the second thing, Mario Party boards.
yeah, I'm so fucking hyped for this game. Oh my god. It's wild. I think so they revealed Yoshi's Tropical Island and Horrorland, which I think are both good choices.
Yeah, and Woody Woods.
Yeah. Woody Woods was already like confirmed because of the box art, but yeah, this was
Okay.
the official unveil. Yeah, I mean, I think all 5 of them are good choices. I
mean-
wish there were more of them. I like Western
Yeah.
Land a lot, but still.
We
these
need
are-
at least like 3 more boards.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do free updates. Or
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
at
wanna
least
see-
DLC.
I would be surprised. Remember what they did with updating the last Mario Party?
They
Oh,
only gave that one online because this was gonna have online.
yeah, they figured, well, okay, we'll just do it.
It was
But
like,
yeah.
well, we already figured it out for the engine. We might as well just put it in the other one.
Yep. Yeah, this looks great. I'm very excited.
I want them to add
And-
Waluigi Island.
Yeah, Waluigi Island is a banger. I
Wait,
miss
what
Western
about
Land.
Ouija Island?
Ouija.
Ouija.
I'm surprised there's no Bowser.
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
this-
I
you,
was
mean, you
wondering-
mean Jack Black?
Yes, this is the Jack Black map.
You know what's
Honestly, this is
wild?
probably my most anticipated game right now, even more so than Metroid Dread. I just love classic Mario Party. This is so
This-
great that this is coming back.
Isn't
Wait.
this like the first time in years that Birdo isn't anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
That
want to
is
say
true.
something. For the new Mario movie, I really, if Jack Black goes, "Hey, how's it going, mammals?" I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we're not there yet, so we'll get to that soon. Okay, there was
Wait,
a card
Or
RPG
if he
nobody
just
cares
walked in
about.
and goes, "Hey, how's it
The
going?"
only-
I'm just gonna lose it.
Yeah. The only
Yeah.
thing that I have a note for that card RPG game is that's being directed by Yoko Taro, who is a pretty prevalent person because
Yeah.
he's the Moon Man dude.
Yeah.
It's like from Nier and stuff. Like he's like the big gun guy over at Square that isn't Tetsuo Nomura.
Okay.
That's
Neat.
like the only real thing I have of note.
Yeah. Disco Elysium is a thing. Cool, I guess.
I mean, that's a pretty well liked game.
Yeah. I just don't know anything about it personally, which means it was a bad announcement objectively. Anyway, though,
I like going on message boards and complaining about games I never played.
yeah,
I can't wait for everyone to parrot James's opinion as if they're their own.
exactly.
Yup.
Because that's how opinions work.
DLC for Hyrule
no
Warriors. We already
shit.
knew this was happening, right?
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors DLC, whatever.
You know, it's fun because this was a really good direct, but the beginning was actually really weak when you really look back at it.
That's true.
Though the
I was
first,
just-
You
I
know,
think
The
it
Mario
really
Party
probably-
boards were all I needed to carry
Yeah.
me through this beginning.
you know, the first
it-
Hyrule Warriors has like years of content in it.
True.
and this one had year of content.
Yep. This one had a month.
No, it had like 2 months. I was gonna say 1 month of content.
And then
And-
after the, oh, you still going?
And then they like had, and the original, they had free they had characters they just updated in the game for free before giving out DLC. And then with each subsequent version, that all the DLC is free and in the package.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
the next game that got announced is Chocobo Racing, which I found out after the direct that this is actually a remake of a PlayStation 1 game.
oh, wow. It's weird they didn't announce it. Yep, it sure does look like chocobos are racing.
I mean, they figured that if you know, you know, because people who did play the original knew immediately this was a remake.
Yep, those who don't know versus those who know.
You know, it is a Mario Kart.
That is true.
It is.
I'm
a
sorry,
Mario-
William. It does look like a Mario Kart.
Yeah, but this predates most of the other ones, so technically the other Mario Karts ripped off this.
True.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, though, there was the Smash announcement, which we already talked about. We already talked about that character at length.
Well, you can't
Yeah,
like
the announcement of the announcement.
Yes.
Tommy
And then
Wiseau.
there was. Yeah.
And then
Uh,
after that
he's gonna
was
put a sensor noise in for that.
Yeah. Then there was a Destroyed City that looked suspiciously like Splatoon, but was not Splatoon.
so this was
it
the first
Yeah.
real big announcement of the day.
Yeah, it was a Boy.
And
So,
then along came Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should not have. I probably should have practiced self-control and not asked. For
Yeah. Yeah, this was leaked ahead of time, and I did look at the leaks, but
Yeah.
still, it looks cool. It looks really good, like Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Like finally 3D Kirby. Like not
3D
sure why.
Kirby.
The only
but-
part of the leak that I saw was just that key art image, and that was I didn't look any further than that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was what else was announced, shown off besides that originally. Was that the only thing that got leaked?
I think so. I didn't
Okay.
see much else.
Yeah, because I just saw that key art image. The title was still in Japanese, so I didn't know what it said. But I just saw the ruined city in the truck. And I'm like, I looked at that picture, and two things went off in my head. One, Shiver Star from Kirby 64,
Yeah.
and two, is this actually the 3D Kirby game now?
It do be that.
I mean,
Okay,
we
has-
are-
Has there ever been a 3D Kirby game?
nope, this is the first
Nope.
one.
The first
Yeah.
one. Okay.
There's been like
this is
3D
gonna be
Kirby
great.
mini
64 is
games, but
close.
not a
Not
full
exactly.
3D game.
Yeah.
And
This
there's
is
some
gonna be
3D
great then,
final
because-
bosses.
I've been really wanting to play a game like this, so like I was very excited when I saw that. I'm just like, oh my god, it's actually like in 3D. And it
Yeah,
awesome.
it's like definitely about time because all the previous 2D Kirby games, like they've started to feel really samey, and like Star Allies was kind of mediocre.
Yeah,
so this is
actually,
exactly where the franchise needed to go.
Didn't
Yeah.
Star Allies get better though once they actually added content to it later on?
Well, yeah, but it was mostly just new characters, which were great in terms of fan service, but it didn't improve the.
It should have
core
been there from the
gameplay.
beginning, basically.
Yeah, and it's not like there was like new levels or anything, and the levels are still kind of basic. So it's like, yeah,
I
it's like
think it's
cool,
just
but
how do you top Robobot?
Yeah, Robobot was like really strong. Star
I also
Allies
wanna
was
say,
kind of a huge step back.
like I didn't completely agree with everything that was said in this video, but I would recommend checking out Uncle Al's video on the Kirby franchise because it makes a lot of really good points.
Yeah.
Like, just about like certain aspects of the series that get rehashed all the time, the lack of variety that they're always in 2D. So I feel like for some, like I don't think Nintendo didn't give a fuck what he had to say, but like it seems like okay, great. So it's like it needed to be said, and now it looks like they're finally like fixing it.
There was like the smallest inkling that they were kind of trying to go in this direction, because I think in like one of the more recent mini game things, I think there was like a mini game that actually let Curry move around in 3D and just suck up blocks and attack that way, but it was just a one-off mode.
Yeah.
But it did show that they were at least leaning towards that direction.
The other thing is the only other game that came close to that was
City Trial?
no, Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah, City Trial and Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was like thinking of, because it's a city, and that's what this new game is. So
So,
they came to mind.
But that's about it.
Kirby
yeah.
is already in an apocalyptic land. Wow, that does not say good things considering this series dark
Yeah.
lore.
Normally it ends in the apocalyptic land.
Yeah. So if we're starting there, then
we
shit.
end in hell.
What the fuck is happening?
We have
What's
reached
gonna happen?
post-Turbo.
Yeah, indeed. Anyway, though, so Curb looks excellent.
Curb fights like what's left of humanity in a horrific mutant abomination that have like melted together.
Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is a prequel to Splatoon 1.
Kirby,
Yeah.
your enthusiasm.
Exactly.
Kirby kills the last mammals.
Featuring Larry David as King Dedede. He's so cool.
Oh, but monkey.
Monkey, though.
There's a big
Monkey.
There is a monkey.
That's
That
like,
means it's the best game ever made.
Yeah.
you see,
Okay.
Kirby bosses, they're in the 2D screen, so they can't be too large. But now that it's in 3D, finally a worthy opponent.
Legendary.
Our battle shall be a battle.
Indeed.
And then after this was the second announcement of an announcement.
Yeah, so they're gonna do an Animal Crossing Direct, and they're finally bringing back Brewster. I was excited in the moment, but then I realized, wait, I'm not gonna play Animal Crossing even after this comes out, because there's just not enough. They really just took out so much of new. Whatever.
That's why they're going to put all the content back in now.
Wow, amazing.
Which
Wouldn't it
should
be
have
cool
been in there from the beginning.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if they just added new stuff instead of making up for all the stuff they took out of New Leaf? That would be pretty great.
Nintendo has had a weird thing this past generation where there was like they were updating the games after they came out of stuff instead of doing a lot of DLC, but then it's like, well, this is all just stuff that should have been from the beginning. You should have just delayed the game at that point, or did other things for DLC to make it more worth it.
And
People
technically
didn't
speaking, they did
mind
delay New Horizon.
Right, yeah, because it was supposed to come out in 2019.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, well, clearly with New Horizons, they released it at the perfect time in terms of like maximizing their sales and like giving everyone stuff to do in quarantine. But it's not like they knew that ahead of time. Or did they?
Or did they?
No.
Well, if they did, they would have updated the game more.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're like a year and a quarter away, or maybe a year and a half, I think, at this point. Yeah. After New Horizons launched, and there's still just barely anything. And it's like, I don't know. This just seems like too little too late. Like, I mean, I guess there's a full direct, so there's probably going to be a lot of stuff.
I want to beat 'em up mini game.
Yeah, the mini games for New Leaf were so good. There was so much to do in New Leaf. And this one, once you're done making your islands, that's it. The game's over. So
they
it's
should
like,
have like mini games based on all the KK Slider songs. Give us a game based on KK Rider. That way we just have Common Rider and Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they'll win everyone over. Maybe they'll add so much new stuff with this. Then Brewster was just kind of a tease.
Return of Tour Timer Island.
Yeah, Tour Timer Island from New Leaf was great. I don't know.
Remind me again, when was this particular direct that we're talking about aired? Was it the 23rd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a week and a half ago.
Also, adding Nintendo 64 games.
Oh, we're not there yet. We're going point by point.
Oh, we're going point by point. That
Yeah.
I
So let's see. The next thing was Mario
Mario
Golf
Golf.
added
Who
Koopa
cares?
Troopa. Yeah, speaking of updating, why was Koopa Troopa not in the base game?
I don't know. I feel like he should have been.
Yeah, Ninji's.
Ninja is neat.
Yeah, that's a neat.
At least the update came out that day, so it's there now.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse did a thing.
They're porting the sequel to a 3DS game to the Switch.
That's
And it
great.
looks
Random.
just like it's from the 3DS.
Yep. KOTOR is on Switch, which is really cool. I've always wanted to play KOTOR. This will be fun.
Yeah, you can play the original, you can play the remake, or you can play both.
Yeah, that's great to have that option. The game that we thought was Detroit Become Human because it had human in the tagline, but it's just Dying Light.
Dying Light, which
Yeah.
neat, but the fact that it's a cloud-based one for the sequel just
Hey,
kind of kills it.
this trailer reminded me that I should be staying human. I forgot. I forget sometimes.
That's true. Project Triangle Strategy looks cool for people who are into that, which I am not.
I'm not much of a strategy guy.
Yeah.
Seems like Fire Emblem.
Not much of a
will
triangle guy.
farm.
Ooh. I mean, the visuals look good.
Well,
It's a
Patrick,
good
the tactics
style.
games have been around since the 90s.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be good. I just don't
Yeah,
care.
you know what else was around in the 90s? Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but Fire Emblem didn't come out in America until the 2000s.
That's true.
You know what did come
anyway.
out in the Americas in the 90s? The tactics games.
You know what else came out in the 90s? Metroid
BoJack Horseman.
games. Or, well, at least one did. A single Metroid game. I think Metroid 2 was the 80s still. So a single Metroid game came out in the 90s. And also Metroid was the next thing. So yeah, Metroid Dread.
It's nothing new. It's just Metroid Dread.
Metroid
The game
Dread.
comes out this
Go
week.
buy it.
We were all sold on it already at E3. So I mean,
Odds are that this video might even go up the day the game comes out.
yeah, it's possible.
It probably won't, but it might.
It might. It's
Yeah,
possible.
the day it came out after the final Smash character was revealed.
Exactly. Anyway, though, next was the new online thing, N64 game. So that was hype.
Yeah.
I'm very glad to
excited
have
for that.
these.
I can't wait till the N64 controller gets drift.
I'm actually very
I-
excited about that because they didn't come out with an N64 Mini, and also because the N64 is one of my most neglected consoles. Like, it's one of the consoles that I have the least amount of games for. So I'm
Yeah.
very excited about that.
It's gonna be great. The fact that they have online multiplayer for like Mario Kart 64's battle mode now, and then like Star
Yes.
Fox 64, like that's gonna be amazing.
We're finally getting online multiplayer in F-Zero. F-Zero has never had that.
Amazing. It's not a corpse anymore. I mean, well, it still is, but it's a
It's
nicely
like a-
dressed corpse now.
Also, just casually sliding in the fact that Banjo-Kazooie is going to be part of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't even
meanwhile,
like
it's
make
also
a
on
big deal out of
it's
it.
on Xbox Game Pass too.
Yeah.
You get two
Sakurai
options.
told me to play it on Xbox.
Yeah, how I can't betray Sakurai. He said play it on Xbox. So
Yeah.
sorry, I can't play it on here.
I'm
Uh,
assuming they
Getting
would
Golden
release the
Sun localized is
Xbox
awesome.
Arcade version and not the original N64. Like
I
the
would no,
updated
yeah, I
version.
think it will be the N64 version, but I'm hoping they patch it.
Yeah.
I'm
'cause
hoping
there
they
was-
fix the notes.
yeah. That
Are
would
they
be
going
nice.
to add Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Oh, that'd be nice.
That would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
because Game Pass has Conker Live and Reloaded.
Yeah.
The thing
Um,
about
I mean, the
Banjo
original's
is
on Rare
the
Replay
notes
too.
problem doesn't really matter because you have restore points.
I mean,
That is
yeah,
true.
but if you forget to use them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're also doing Genesis games, right?
Yeah, that's the random one. The fact that Genesis games are coming to this
That's
now.
true.
Can't
Yeah,
wait to
wasn't
play
I
the
can't
extra
believe
one
it.
of those.
Now I'm
Oh,
gonna have 3
yes.
different ways to play Sonic 2 by the end of next year.
Echo the
I can't wait
motherfucking
to
dolphin.
spend $50 on a Genesis controller.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like, what
Are you gonna
else?
spend $50 on an N64 controller?
I
Ugh.
want it. I'm not gonna spend 50, but it's
Can I
intriguing.
can I burn my palm with it?
Yeah. You know, it's funny because this announcement came right as Mario Party Superstars is coming out, and it made me realize I would have just been okay with like putting Mario Party 2 or 3 on here with online multiplayer. Like that's all I really needed, but I mean, I'm still happy we have Superstars because
I
it
hope
looks
that
pretty.
they do add the Mario Party games because 2 and 3 are literally the only Mario Party games I don't own physical copies of.
Yeah. They are fantastic. Oh my god.
Actually, I don't own 9 or 10, but I don't care about those games.
Yeah, I mean they're not that's not real Mario Party. That's the car shit.
Yeah, I did
Um,
own 9 at one point, but I traded it in because I didn't like it. But like now 9 is actually like worth $65. So it's like,
Oh,
oh
wow.
man, I wish I would have at least held on to the shitty game because it's at least worth something.
Yeah.
And 9 is not good Mario Party, but I still enjoyed it over 8.
Yeah, I don't like 8 at all. But that's
I thought
just
8
I
was
like
okay.
8's boards specifically. I don't like
Yeah.
the mini games.
The
The
host
mini
was
games
But I
are
mean,
awful.
I guess over time I've grown to find Ballyhoo funny though.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha!
Yo no.
Ho, ho, ho!
Ah!
You know what I mean? Oh!
He's funny. Wow.
I
Well,
do-
I can't believe we're finally going to be able to play
Yeah.
Mario 64 on the Switch.
And I do like that for the Genesis stuff to bring over
Yeah, it's not
Gunstar
like
Heroes and Rice Star because those don't always get brought over.
This could be big. What if this is Mario 64 where you can BLJ?
Wow.
Hopefully, that way you get both on Switch.
Yeah.
I hope we get
Uh,
Bandong.
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap, you can use the Pester Ball again.
Hooray.
There's like, and I don't think
A
having
good Paper Mario. No offense to Origami King. I'm sure it's okay. I didn't beat it.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I lost interest.
Paper Mario.
Curb.
Yeah, we gotta
Curb.
get that.
My,
Totally.
my literal favorite game ever, Majora's Mask on Switch, is nice. Thank you.
So we got Ocarina, Majora, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild. But there's
Wow, if only there were 2 HD remasters of the other 2 games that they could just put on
Or-
Switch.
They also did Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
We're forgetting about Link's Awakening.
Oh yeah.
I-
Banger.
yeah.
I guess
I'm
it depends
surprised
on how-
Nintendo didn't forget about Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that why? That's why we're not getting Game Boy.
Yeah,
You know,
if we
honestly-
got Game Boy, they'd have to be awkward, like, well, we can't put Link's Awakening on here with the subscription model because then nobody will buy the $60 remake. So,
I mean, it's probably a very different. The ring is probably very different gameplay wise than the original, right?
yeah, I mean, they made it, they remade it pretty faithfully though, so it's like, it's still the same, just the
But it's a
original
different
just feels
experience.
better to play, and looks better.
You said the
Honestly,
original-
though, I thought
mean,
what
the
was
new
going to
one.
happen. What I thought was going to happen was that they were going to do the Metroid Dread tease, and then they were going to say Metroid Dread, as you may know, is the sequel to Metroid Fusion. If you have never played Metroid Fusion before, don't worry, because you can now play as in a slew of other Game Boy Advance titles and Game Boy titles and Nintendo Switch. That's what I thought they were going to do.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
make sense.
Game Boy Advance, it seems like it would be easier than N64, maybe.
Well,
but-
they
It
only-
would be, which is why I thought they were going to do it, because why have cool things?
Yeah, exactly. Why would we ever have nice
They
things?
probably already got it done though for Mario 64. That was probably the reason.
Yeah, that's
I
true. They
guess.
already worked on N64 emulation. Well, if they can do GameCube and Wii games with Sunshine and Galaxy, maybe those later down the
But
line.
then they can't
So
sell
they can
them
get
for
thousand your
$60.
door.
Yeah, they can't sell them for $60. You're
Yeah,
right.
Well, they're
GameCube
not
is
selling them
the
at $60 right now either, because they're out of print.
Yeah,
They're not
exactly.
selling them at all.
That's true.
But GameCube
That's why
is
it's
the-
morally okay to pirate them.
I don't
Exactly.
know. GameCube is like the weird one because Wii games, Skyward Sword, and Galaxy, those look much more touched up. And I guess Sunshine is too, but then you have like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which are more full on remakes.
Yeah, I mean, GameCube games are in a weird position because Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are two of the most. Well, I guess Twilight Princess is kind of a Wii game as well. But those
Well,
are
it's
prominent.
it's
parts
almost
of
like
it.
the Wii and GameCube are basically the same console.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. I don't know. It's weird. Nintendo should obviously just have a virtual console again, but
Nintendo
that's
should
not
make a Wii
happening.
Mini
So
console.
just
I
give us
like-
GameCube on this.
When this was first thing, I was like, oh, this is actually a really good idea. I hope they update it. And then just didn't update it.
Yeah.
If they
Like-
actually update it, it would be better than Virtual Console.
Yeah, like we're 4 years in, and it's like, how did it take this long to get N64? Like, how much more life does the Switch have? And like, how late into its life are we gonna get like GameCube and Wii and like Game Boy Advance stuff?
Like
Like-
ballpark, I feel like the Switch has like 2-3 years left
Yeah,
before
So
third
it's
parties just
like-
move away completely. 'Cause
yeah,
that's the make or break.
yeah.
They have
think
third party
probably-
support right now, but soon the gap between PS5 and this is going to be so big that third parties are just going to
Yeah.
stop the Switch support.
Yeah,
Ideally, they do a jump like what PlayStation, Xbox did, where it's basically the same architecture, it's just more powerful.
Yeah.
So they don't
Hopefully.
have to update everything.
yeah. And like Xbox Game Pass just transferred from like Xbox One to Xbox Series X, and it's all the same game. So hopefully they keep the same thing going with the subscription thing, and the Nintendo Switch Online games will just be on the next console.
Nope, you have to wait for them again.
No, they're gonna start. They're not even gonna do a handheld hybrid anymore. They're some other weird bullshit again.
Yeah, I mean this is
Hopefully
Nintendo.
too,
Why would I
as
expect competency? But yeah.
The
Anyway,
Switch,
though.
the Switch really did get it right after the Wii U because it's like,
Yeah.
yes, instead of making another like DS, you've solved both issues. You're now basically dominating the handheld market and also having a prominent foothold in the home console market.
Yeah.
Now just keep going.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
got to be a way that they have to continue what they did on the Switch, but like I don't know how they could pull it off. They may just go straight up handheld because it's like they may not just be able to compete in the home console market anymore.
Well, I mean, the Switch, the console itself is the handheld. It just gets docked into the dock, and then it just HDMI connection.
Right. but
So
it's like,
really,
what would be the next step in evolution beyond that? Because it's like,
Yeah.
what
I
would
mean,
be
you
the-
don't need to. It's
Yeah.
just keep doing this to make
I
it
don't-
stronger.
I don't know if there is like a next step. It seems like this is just the baseline.
Yeah, it's like what more can you do? You now have both in one. So just keep going with this. Just stick with this and just make it stronger every generation.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they might just find a new gimmick, but it can still be a 2-in-1 console.
Well, how would you make another? What kind of gimmick could this have though? Because the gimmick with the Switch is that it is portable. That is the gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it has a touchscreen and handheld, but then if you're playing a dock, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's.
Figure out a
We're
way to make it
definitely. I
more
don't think we're paid
portable,
enough
I
to think
guess.
of this stuff.
That's true. We'll leave it to Nintendo to
I don't think they
figure
need
it
to think of this stuff. I think we're just done.
Yep. Let's move on. So next was
A
some
bunch of random
game-
compilations. Shadowrun
Castlevania
trilogy.
was
People
cool.
like Shadowrun. That's neat. The Castlevania Advance Collection was leaked beforehand. Cool
I
that
was
those were
actually
available again.
I'm very excited. I mean, it technically got released. Like it got officially released, right? The Advanced Collection.
Yeah, it came out the day of.
Okay, good. So yeah, I haven't picked it up yet, but I am pretty happy about that.
You can play Circle of the Moon and actually see the screen now.
Yeah, that's a big thing. And also I'm really psyched because I never played Aria of Sorrow.
Right, yeah. I hear really good things about the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games and the
only thing-
DS ones. Hopefully
only
those
thing
get
is-
ported to at some point.
Yeah, it's cool that they
Yeah.
also ported Dracula X, but it's technically a butchered remake / port.
Yeah,
of,
because it's a
Rondo
Super
Blood.
Nintendo version, right?
Yeah, so you're better. Like, it's cool if you want to play it just to say that you have that specific version, like Dracula X. But
If you
I
want to
don't-
actually play Rondo Blood, get like the version on PlayStation 4 that has Symphony Night with it, right?
yeah, or get the TurboGrafx Mini.
Right. Is that
Yeah.
on there?
Yeah, the TurboGrafx, or the PC Engine version is the definitive version of Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
After that, a random deep cut from the SNES library, a remake of ActRaiser. That was
Yeah.
one of those games that always just shows up in like best Super Nintendo games lists all the time that people always do videos on, and they're just like, "Hey, we made a remake of it. It comes out today."
Very
like,
random,
oh,
but yeah.
Like
that's neat.
that's the kind of cool deep cut I like to see.
yeah.
And then it's like, oh, that's cool, but you are going to port Mother 3, right? Right?
Well, ActRaiser was Square.
Yeah.
Wait, if they
But I'm
did a
saying-
Game Boy
Oh wait,
Advance,
Mother 3
streaming
wasn't
mo-
on the
wait, what
Super
am I-
Nintendo. What am I saying? That was
Yeah,
on
that was on
GBA.
Game Boy
I'm thinking of
Advance.
Earthbound.
Maybe that's why they haven't done NSO online yet, because they know that the Japanese versions are gonna get mother free, and then everyone's gonna download the Japanese version of the software just so they can play mother free, and they don't want to deal with that.
Well, let's be honest
Yeah.
here. They don't even have to localize Mother 3 at this point because the fans have already gone through the effort of doing it
Yeah.
themselves.
Just ask the guys at Starman.net to use their translation.
Can
No,
just-
they can't because they don't want to support emulators.
They ne-
Oh.
No, because they need to find out where to put the "My Body Is Ready" reference in.
That's true. Anyway, though, so let's move on to the next thing, which was Deltarune Chapter 2. And this is something we wanted to talk about in general, and it happened to be in the Switch thing. So it's cool that it
like
came to.
Toby planned the release date.
Whoa.
to be
Crazy.
This was cool that it came to Switch so soon. Yeah,
I kind of expected this though.
I think it was day 1 on Switch for Chapter 1.
yeah.
Pretty sure.
I know of the game, obviously. Like I know of Toby Fox who made Undertale. I just like I like Undertale, but I'm not a big RPG guy, so it looks cool, but I have no interest in really playing it right now.
yeah.
That's just me. That doesn't mean like it looks awful. It looks amazing. It's just not for me.
Yeah,
So
I have
you're
to
not an
say,
RPG guy.
oh, you can go first.
No, you can go ahead.
So I have to say, as someone who didn't really enjoy Chapter 1 of Deltarune that much, I just kind of felt like it was weaker than Undertale in general and just kind of boring. Chapter 2 just floored me. It's so much better, like visually, conceptually, like the characters are just stronger. And it's the same characters. I just like them a lot better. I think their dynamic is better in 2.
Mhm.
There's so many funny new characters. Like everything about Chapter 2 is just incredible. It's like one of my favorite games of the year in general. Just this one stretch of this longer game once it's fully released. And it just made me think that Deltarune will probably, if it keeps up this momentum, it'll be a better game than Undertale in the end, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, it was such a fantastic time playing through Chapter 2.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was really great to have it on Switch. Like I just watched a playthrough of it online because I wasn't impressed with Chapter 1. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just watch a playthrough of Chapter 2 online. And I loved it so much that I was like, okay, never mind. I need to play this. And then the Switch port got announced. It's like, yay. So yeah, I highly recommend Deltarune Chapter 2. Such a fantastic time.
I don't know if I could say it, or at this point, I'm not convinced it'll be better than Undertale. I think it's like Chapter 2. I'd agree was really good. But the gameplay is good. It's not. It just is. First of all, like one of the things with Undertale is just the I think the initial like novelty of not playing it like a traditional video game where you're supposed to spare your enemies. Like the
Yeah.
novelty of that, we already lost that. So you kind of going the it's not quite as much like the challenge isn't quite there like there is in Undertale. The music is really good. It's not quite at the level of Undertale. Well, I agreed. Like obviously the visuals look a lot better than they did previously. Or like he's made a lot of steps in the right direction. It's the comedy's still top tier as it's been. It's consistent. Characters are good. I agree. It's an upgrade from Chapter 1. Yeah, really good experience. I don't know if you ever got to. Did you get to play Spam to Neo at all?
No, I didn't fight Spam to Neo, but I did watch his boss fight.
I got to that. Or last night. That was good. I will say, like, it's still not quite. Like, I guess for spoiler, a little, but like, it's still
Should I
like
mute?
It's not. I'm just talking about like difficulty. I'm not talking about plot points or
Oh.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're
itself,
gonna get
like,
into the plot points here.
I was never able to. I spent a long time trying to beat Sans and never did it. And like I beat Spamton in like 30 minutes. Like I think it's like supposed to be on like this. Like this is like the hidden boss. Like I was expecting a little more. And like it's fun. It's a good fight.
Yeah. Well, this
Yeah,
is
it's not
still
quite.
like only the second chapter. There might be
Yeah.
a boss on the same level as Sans later on.
There's like there's like a hidden boss with each chapter now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they might scale in difficulty and get to something extremely hard later down the line.
And I don't think it's a spoiler that's the Sans fight ever anymore.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, good experience. I do like. Does anyone know like how this is there a point where it's not going to be free anymore? Like how many chapters are there?
I think
it was a very pleasant surprise to see Chapter 2 is still free. I like that all. That was nice.
Yeah, I think he did it because of the pandemic. He wanted everyone to like have something to play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the chapters going forward, I think, are going to be paid.
Okay.
I think
definitely worth it, or worth the pay if it wasn't free. But yeah.
They said the next one, like that 3 through 5 might all come together instead of like one at a time.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I think chapter 2 is supposed to be the longest one, like out of all the individual ones. So yeah.
I also like the hacker character. I think, or I was really surprised that like people are talking about like how this is like how like those like Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet, how it like should have been, which I think is a little too edgy for like general audiences to understand. But, like there's a hacker character who like is talking about hacking like blue check marks.
Yeah.
I was amazed that they like this is a game that was put in a Smash Direct, and they have there's a line where you can talk to him. He'll talk about how he wants to hack like it's not like Super Smash Fighters, I think he called it. Like he was talking about how he wants to hack Super Smash Fighters and put his own characters in it. There was one other like
Yeah, there's like a reference to like killing Yoshi in Mario World to get an extra jump, and how one of the characters like sinned by doing that.
Oh yeah, there's Brown Brick. There's Brown Brick references several times. Like
Yeah.
Minecraft.
The Minecraft reference, yeah. Yeah, it's so cool.
Wow,
to,
what a
like, see
gamer.
this and like realize that Nintendo is giving this game a platform when it like references so many of their IPs. And this is a company that's very protective of their IPs. It's just funny to see the direct
referencing it, but like in the ways that they don't want you to reference it, as far as like hacking and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't show it in the actual direct though. They didn't show those parts in it.
Yeah, Nintendo didn't look into the content of Deltarune. They just put it in the direct.
So like, you're Toby Fox, you make money, here you go.
Yeah.
They probably didn't know it was there.
He's a big shot.
It's a bold take. Or a bold move, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah.
After Deltarune, it was Sizzle time.
Sizzle. Oh yes, the
Sizzle
Nintendo
Reels
has games time.
Yeah, and then after that, the day Miyamoto broke the internet.
Yep.
The funniest thing ever put in a Nintendo Direct.
The most just appeared on the right side of the screen and said, "Hey, I'm
guys.
about to make history."
It's like Miyamoto walks in, Chris Pratt is Mario, refuses to elaborate further, leaves.
Yeah, literally. Like,
he's so
really
cool.
Funny too. It was like I had the same reaction that Chris Pratt had in Guardians 2. What?
Yeah. What? Now, I know that sounds bad. Oh my god. I love how everyone
just shoots Miyamoto.
I love how everyone's reactions to this clip are just like
Pure
uncontrollable laughter. It's like everyone's reactions are so genuine because no one knew this was coming. And it's just, oh my god.
Just the fact that now on the official Nintendo YouTube channel, a picture of Chris Pratt is just there on screen, completely unedited.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it begs the question, why wouldn't they just get Charles Martinek is going to appear in the film, but why not just get him to play Mario?
Because 5-year-olds don't know who that is.
Because we need celebrities. Because this is Illumination. We gotta have our celebrities.
You know who 5-year-olds know? Star-Lord.
Yeah.
I love how
maybe they
both
should,
people who are into gaming and movies are just both freaking.
Film Twitter and gaming Twitter losing their minds at the same time. It was truly a day to remember. Now every Nintendo Direct from here on forward is gonna potentially have news for the Mario movie. So
that's gonna replace Smash spec.
Yeah, that's gonna replace Smash speculation. There's no such thing as a bad Direct anymore. If we get more news about Mario Direct.
James, was this funnier than the Cats trailer or not?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just the fact that it's like Chris Pratt was one thing. I think the absolute just out of left field right hook was Charlie Day as Luigi.
That was something.
Yeah, like Charlie.
Oh my god.
And it's like, I can't wait to see this timid sibling on screen. Charlie Day is anything but timid.
Yeah, that's gonna be something.
He can definitely play a timid character though.
Okay, he can, but he's not known for it.
Yeah.
I see Charlie Day, I think of Charlie Kelly in the scientist dude from Pacific Rim.
You know what would have been funnier though? What if Mario and Luigi were played by Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul?
Yes. Luigi. You gotta get the mushrooms, Luigi. Yo, Mario, I can't do it.
Mario, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then
that was basically the premise of my one video with the amiibos, actually.
Hey guys, Toad here. I'm a substitute teacher.
Or instead
Yep.
of Bryan Cranston, it could be Will Arnett and Aaron Paul. That would work too.
Huh.
Is Toad just gonna is Michael Keegan even gonna do
Yeah,
the
how
Toad
is
voice,
Keegan-Michael
or is he
Key
just
gonna-
Michael Keegan. It's Keegan Michael Key. You uncultured swine. No offense, Ben.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I
You
am
uncultured
uncultured.
swous.
I did not. I will confess. I did not know.
He is the
I did
key
not know.
of Key and Peele.
I did not know. Ann Taylor.
Yes, he is
Michael,
the key
Charlie
to the
Day,
banana peel.
Seth Rogen.
Banana Peel, Seth Rogen?
You don't know Seth Rogen? What?
Wait, you don't know Seth Rogen?
How do you not know? What?
How do you not know Seth Rogen?
What is wrong with you? Okay.
He at least knows Jack Black.
Well,
yeah, that was the best one for me. Was
Jack Black as Bowser is actually inspired casting. Like,
Yeah, it's
that is
that's
awesome.
actually a good choice.
Jack
It's
Black
like,
as a
what
Bowser.
the fuck? No.
is
He's
also
got
an
a
excellent
point.
pick.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is questionable.
Very questionable.
I understand it, but it's questionable.
But
Yeah.
one friend said to me is like, just be thankful it wasn't Samuel L. Jackson. They would have never heard the end of it.
Oof. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
Keegan
no.
Michael Key
Where's
as
my
Toad
golden
is the
banana?
funniest though. It's
Yo.
just like what? Huh? Oh my god.
What if it was Sam Jackson Bowser? What would that be like?
That would be so awesome. Oh my god. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing, Mario. Oh man.
I also like how Kevin Michael Richardson is Kamek.
Yeah. Why? That doesn't
Ah,
make
shit!
sense.
I shot
either.
Kamek!
Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong. What?
Yeah, the principal from American Dad
Why
is
is Foreman Spike in this
Kamek.
movie?
I think it's like it looks like it's gonna be an origin story because you got Wrecking Crew, Donkey Kong, and then Super Mario Brothers.
Well, yeah, Cranky Kong
Exactly.
and Donkey Kong, yeah, both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, like,
Cranky's
I
in
don't
the
think-
movie too.
I don't think Cranky's ever actually interacted with Mario directly before. Besides,
No,
you
I,
know, obvious.
technically speaking, I think Cranky Kong is supposed to be the original Donkey Kong from
Yeah,
the arcade.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like,
Are they gonna
when he's the Cranky
explain-
that we know now has never interacted with Mario outside the original game.
Are they gonna explain why Cranky is old but Mario is the same age?
They're gonna make a joke about it and not actually explain anything.
Yeah. They're gonna make so many fucking jokes about mushrooms and getting high. It's gonna be terrible.
It's just like
Mm.
after that onslaught of
Thank God we
casting,
got
you
Seth
see
Rogen.
Charles Martinet's beautiful face. It was like getting kissed by an angel, and then just cuts to Fred Armisen, Cranky Kong.
I
Yeah.
just think it's weird including Foreman Spike because that's such an obscure
Yeah.
character.
Exactly.
But like,
Now he's gonna be eligible to be in Mario Kart.
I
Right.
can't,
I mean, how
guys, they
many-
brought
how
back
many-
Foreman Spike before Gino.
actually,
They
well, he
did.
is in Super Mario
Can't wait
Maker,
to
so
wait to
like,
play
I
as
guess
Chris
it
Pratt and
kind of makes
Mercedes-Benz
sense.
in
I
Mario Kart 8.
guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Can't wait
like-
for Chris Pratt Mario to be added to Smash.
But having
That'd be
Sebastian Maniscalco play Foreman Spike should be interesting.
Yeah.
Who's gonna play the
Um,
Goombas?
Yeah.
I can't believe that they got Charles Martinet to voice the question block.
Yep.
Michael Cera Goombas.
Better
One
be
thing I
fucking
am-
Wario.
One thing I am thankful for though is that Illumination is hopefully not gonna make the Toads the minions of the movie.
That's true. At
Yeah,
least
it's
They're
true.
not like babbling idiots.
I'm just hoping they
least
don't
we have
do that
Keegan
with the
Michael
Goombas,
Key.
though. I'm just hoping that they don't do that with the Goombas though.
No, you know how the Illumination logo at the beginning of every one of their movies has like the minions show up. It's gonna have the minions interacting with like Goombas.
Okay.
That's gonna be at the
What if
beginning
this
of the movie.
adapts the Mario versus Rabbids Kingdom battle?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
They just do the rabbits. Or rabbits are already basically the minions. Like
Mario
Yeah.
and minions.
The
Kingdom
rabbits are
Battle.
proto minions.
Yeah,
rabbits are the
exactly.
proto-minions.
crossover.
Yeah, they
I'd
were the
love to see-
pre-evolution of minions.
I'd actually want to see a movie by Illumination where the Rabbids and the minions go to war with each other.
Oh god.
Yeah, why not?
Make it rated R.
Yep, please do. Anyway,
So after that, it was
But
what
what's
was
the
after
post
Mario
credits of
movie?
the scene of the Mario movie gonna be? Who are they gonna foreshadow as playing someone else?
God, I don't know what can
That's when Robert
because
Downey Jr. ascends from the heavens as Wario.
yeah,
it's
gonna
like
be amazing.
we're all
Tom
joking about
Holland
the
is
Smash Bros.
Waluigi.
Cinematic Universe, but it's like Pokemon's with Warner Brothers. This is Universal Illumination, and Sonic is Paramount.
Yeah. So
Also
how are they
not
gonna
even,
make
like,
that
live
work?
animation.
Then it's gonna be like, I'm Reggie
Like
from
that.
Nintendo, and I'm here to talk to you about the Smash Brothers initiative.
And this is a separate thing, but I'm surprised that they've never tried to localize the Animal Crossing anime film.
Oh yeah. I've heard
I'm
that was really
surprised they
good.
never tried to dub that.
Yeah. That's weird. Anyway, though, so that's a movie. I am thrilled for this movie now. Can't wait.
And then they just kind of show another trailer for Splatoon 3.
Yeah, I didn't process any of this. I still haven't because the Mario thing just fucked my head up.
I wonder if they just knew they could use this as a time for everybody to catch their breath.
What, the Splatoon 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I mean,
It's-
it's Splatoon 3. I'm excited, but it's like I don't know.
They already announced the game before.
Oh, guys,
so-
Yeah.
one other thing we have to mention is that this is also not the first film that Chris Pratt and Charlie Day have been in. That they were in the Lego movie together.
Yeah, I saw Ann Mac
Oh, yeah.
using clips from that.
Oh yeah.
Remember how with Onward there was like everyone said the Chris Pratt character should have been played by Jack Black, and now
Yeah.
Jack Black and
And
Chris
now
Pratt
Jack
are mortal
Black-
enemies.
Yes.
It's like they're fighting over who gets to play Barley in Onward. This is the true origin of Mario and Bowser's
I'm
rivalry.
impressed you remembered his name.
Yeah.
Get you ready for James Corden Wario?
No! No! Oh.
Oh yeah.
If
right.
James Corden is in the movie at all, like, just no.
James
All right.
Corden is the Goombas.
Yeah.
Right.
If he is the Goombas, and then
Wario is already.
there's a whole
reserved.
scene where he's just stomping on all the James Cordens, that would just be amazing.
That would be nice.
That would actually be funny. That would justify his inclusion in the film.
Wario is already reserved by Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Is Wario even gonna be in the movie?
Probably not.
Wario and Waluigi would be perfect for Charles.
They would
Martinet
be a good
cameos.
post-credit tag, if anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a
actually, if
cameo.
Charles Martinet's gonna play anyone, he should play Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he does Wario perfectly at this point. 'cause
No
he's
one
done
can
full
wah.
senses all the time at this point.
No one can
Yeah.
do the wah better.
No one can do the wah.
The
Except
wah or
Danny
the wah.
DeVito. Anyway, so Splatoon 3 has mammals now, I guess. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, they
Yeah.
made the scalies furries.
Damn. So that's
Heidi ho,
pretty
mammals!
Interesting directed.
Oh man.
Heidi ho, mammals. I don't know.
This is
It's a mammalian thing.
Yeah.
This is the prequel to Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Yes.
Actually.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much else to say about Splatoon 3. Like it looks neat. Can't wait. Bayonetta.
There was a story, but there's a story here, but I can't decipher it because of the choppy editing.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
I haven't played any of the Bayonetta games, so I have no comment.
Yeah, I liked the first two, and this looks cool. I can't wait. Bayonetta 3, baby.
I was just glad
Finally.
Platinum showed up. Because it's like, either show Bayonetta 3 or show Project GG. Either one.
Yeah,
Hooray!
Bayonetta
Sexy gun
looks
lady.
great in this new game. Yeah, it looks good. Worth the wait, I'd say. It was a good way to end the direct. Fucking banger direct. It
Yeah.
gave us the biggest joy of our lives with that announcement.
The announcement of insert character in Smash.
Sora. Crisp Rat Mario.
Tommy
Yep.
Wiseau.
Indeed. Hey, speaking of Smash, guess who's a fighter in Smash for some reason? Pichu, who is our fighter of the day that we are discussing because he is number 19.
Oh, cool.
I
get to
don't
walk away
care
from my
about
computer
Pichu,
again.
so I'm gonna go take out the trash real quick. I'll be right
Pichu
back.
only exists
Okay.
in Smash Ultimate because Melee stands won't shut up, and Sakurai was just like, all right, fine, I'll cater to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the beauty of Pichu
Would
is
you really leave
now
Pichu
he's
out
actually
specifically and bring back everyone else though?
Yeah, that's true. Like it does adhere to the everyone is here
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
but,
it was
like,
necessary.
But the thing is,
Why was he
great
introduced in
thing
the
is
first
now
place,
he's
though?
viable.
Pichu's comeback story is like the wildest thing that happened in the early days of Smash Ultimate. Like, it was, how did he do that? How did Pichu become the best character in the game for a while there? Like, that was wild. I like Pichu though. I think he actually offers, like, in Ultimate specifically, not Melee. Melee, it was kind of embarrassing including him at all.
he was also just a straight up clone character.
Yeah, a clone who's worse in every way, who's weaker and lighter and less powerful, and literally thrown in as a joke character. He's like the quintessential joke character.
The trophy description for Pichu in Melee is use him for better players as a handicap.
Yeah.
Yeah, did anyone ever notice how Ganondorf is literally just Captain Falcon but slower?
Yeah. It's wild. But yeah, Pichu is good now, which is crazy. It's like it's a neat concept because he's a glass cannon now.
If you go back to the reactions of Smash Ultimate when it was first revealed, immediately after it said everyone's here, I just said out loud, Pichu? Because that was my first thought. If they really meant everyone, this little fucker is back.
He's back, baby.
And then he was immediately the next guy they showed.
Yeah, it's wild. But I like playing as him. I still prefer Pikachu because I don't like damaging myself, but it's still a neat concept to have a glass cannon who has like unbridled, like he can't control, like there's actually a reason in universe for it. Like he can't control his electricity yet because he's just a baby, so he does more powerful attacks now and damages himself while also being speedier and lighter. It's like I think he's justified to be in the game now, like, which is wild. That's like the craziest thing about the base roster of Smash Ultimate. It wasn't Ridley or K. Rool's inclusion. It was the fact that Pichu was good. But now nobody really talks about him anymore, which is it's fine. As a character, I mean, I don't know. He's a Pokemon. He's cute.
The Pichu brothers are cool in those like two shorts that they exist in.
Yeah, I like the spiky eared Pichu. I kind of prefer him over Pikachu. He just has such a nice compact design that's just even cuter, and it's just I like seeing him in general.
I love how in Brawl they were like in the code they were gonna bring back every Melee character except Pichu.
Yeah, even Dr. Mario got precedence over Pichu.
But it's like everyone's here, so we gotta have him there. But I guess gotta give it a shot to make everybody balanced. And then he was the most broken character at launch.
Oh my god, it's wild.
I think everyone just realized that as funny as it is killing people with Pichu, Pikachu is just better because he doesn't damage himself and is heavier.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Pichu is cool. I like Pichu. Anyone else have any thoughts on Pichu?
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Yeah.
He's not.
Okay.
I don't usually like to play as Pikachu in general, so Pichu is just kind of an okay character in my opinion.
Yep, I like his goggles. They're very cute.
Wait, is Brawl and Smash is Pikachu in Brawl Pichu evolved or
yes?
Is that a good because?
But hey, that's just a theory.
Because now Pichu is back and he has the goggles again. So is this just the new Pichu?
I don't know.
Is this just the other Pichu brother who didn't evolve?
Nobody cares.
I hear Pichu is back.
I'm right here, bubble ass.
And it's just a really obese Smash troll who just complains about everything, every decision Sakurai makes is
Yep.
I thought I ran you out of town.
This is where I belong. Anyway.
Bubble Bass.
Bubble Bass.
What was his order?
Bubble Bass likes to eat food, and you know what else is a food? Is the random food generator, because it gave me a food, and that food is mango. So, what does everyone think about mangoes?
Never tried a mango.
Of course you haven't.
I'm a pescatarian, so I'm glad it wasn't a meat product.
Yeah.
I like mangoes. They're not my favorite fruit, but the actual fruit itself is kind of a pain in the ass to eat, but I like the taste of mango, and I also sometimes like putting frozen mango in a smoothie.
Yeah, that's good. I don't eat mangoes a ton, but I do enjoy them when I have them, which is pretty rare.
Ton.
They're so good. Yeah. Chris and Ben, what are your thoughts on mangoes?
I'd say it's fine. I think it's yeah, I'd say it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's a little overrated as like a flavoring. Like it's
Oh,
Yeah.
my
what's the
favorite, it's
food?
fine.
I've missed
Like I
that.
Oh,
just got back.
mangoes.
Oh, I love mangoes.
Nice. Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't have them a ton. I said earlier, but yeah,
Mango
Good.
ton.
mangoton.
Mangaton Neo.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have anything to say about mangoes?
It's a funny name.
Yeah, it is.
Mango.
Where's
We'll ask
William?
William.
Is he still taking out the trash?
We'll ask William his thoughts when he gets back.
No, fuck him.
We will exactly.
Leave
Fuck
him. I will never make
He doesn't deserve to talk about mangoes with us. But
According to my
And
store,
speaking
we
of
sell
asking
about,
William a question
we
about
sell
food,
about
we got
$50,000
Twitter
worth of mangoes a
questions.
year.
nice. But yes, Ben, you're right. We do
Q&A
have
time.
Twitter questions. So,
Speaking of Q&A, I have the best first question to start off with because it's relevant to what we'll be doing tomorrow night, James.
oh boy.
Top 5 Fire Emblem Three Houses characters.
Okay, Dorothea, Hilda, Bernadetta, Shamir, Claude.
Your list is already incorrect because you have Shamir so far down.
Oh, it's not in order. It's just
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
Okay, Claude, Dorothea, Hilda, Bernadetta, and
It's just my list.
okay, no, it's not.
Who are you gonna have instead of Shamir then?
Dimitri.
No. Actually, I like Dimitri.
Oh.
I played his route.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you're the only
right.
one here who did.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet.
My top 5 are Raphael, and Raphael.
Yeah,
Big man.
big man,
No,
my man.
But Raphael is definitely on there. Bernadetta, I like her a lot. I like Marianne. I don't know why people don't like her. Hilda's on there, and then I think for the last one, I'm going to toss in somebody completely random, like Kyle, as we call him. I don't even remember his actual name.
Casper.
Yeah, I only like him because his hair's so bright.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Has anyone else played Three Houses?
I have not. I'm still working my way up through Fire Emblem, although I did play the original Fire Emblem and really enjoyed it. And then I started playing Path of Radiance because I got a copy of it, so I'm trying to get through that in Radiant Dawn.
Nice.
How I obtained a physical copy of Path of Radiance, it's a funny story. I literally just went to my local game store, was feeling lucky, and spent an absurd amount of money on it.
I'm back.
Now we know. William, what do you think about mangoes?
They're okay.
Cool.
I like mango flavored things.
Epic. Now we know.
Why we
Okay,
still
so
do
now-
this section?
I don't know.
Parrot BT2 has a beautiful question. What are your guys' thought on Newberts?
I fucking love Newbert. Holy shit.
Wait, was that the part of? Wait, was that those mango the food, or was that just a question we got asked?
No, that was the food, but we had to ask
Okay.
you your thoughts on it.
So my
What's a
thoughts on
Newbert?
Pichu is that Raichu is better.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, my man. Everyone loves Newbert.
Yeah, everyone loves Newbert. That's
What is
my
a
review.
Newbert?
Well, we can't spoil it because
It's a Deltarune reference. I know
yeah.
that much.
yeah, that's true. Can't tell you who knew everything about Newbert. You need to experience him.
It doesn't matter to me anyway, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. So Cheeky asks, you gave Cars 2 and Shrek the Third 2 out of 10 because they have one redeeming value that prevents them from being a 1 out of 10. What does Earwig and the Witch and Turbo have that prevents them from being a 1 out of 10? Okay, so with Earwig, I like the Mandrake sometimes. He seems potentially cool. I briefly go over my criteria for a 1 out of 10 in the Sony ranking that's coming up, because that has some 1 out of 10s. But I don't know. The Mandrake is kind of cool, I guess. 2 out of 10. And Turbo, I don't actually know. Is there anything good in Turbo? I don't remember.
Turbo has Snoop Dogg.
It does have Snoop
Was
Dogg.
it because of the Mason newspaper?
Oh, you know what? Turbo did have a reference to Madagascar, because it's like the guys talk about a thing they did in the past, and it's like a newspaper article about like a chimp zoo that got loose, and it shows the chimp from Madagascar. And I was like, oh, DreamWorks Cinematic Universe, baby. And that got me really excited. So that's why Turbo's a 2 out of 10. That's not all I got.
But also Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Samuel L. Jackson was in it too, and that's funny.
Was he?
Yeah,
was in Turbo?
he was one of the snails that was racing. I don't know why. I don't know why
Oh yeah,
Samuel
he
L.
was like
Jackson
the
would say
black
yes to that.
snail.
It's fucking Turbo.
Wait,
Like,
he
come
was
on.
literally the black snail too.
Yeah, like what?
That's so funny. That had to have been intentional. It's like, have you ever seen a movie? He's the black guy. Like in Ted 2, they say that. It's like literally, he's literally the black guy.
Yeah. Anyway, though, what other questions do we see?
Isn't it weird how all of Zuck's apps were down the same day Facebook political bribe scandal was exposed?
Huh, that's so weird.
What a funny coincidence.
So funny.
Hey, Chris, didn't you say it was like server based apparently?
Yes, it was.
Dear God.
It was based.
Someone asked True, and it's a picture of Rousey smoking a blunt.
Wow.
What?
I don't know who
Oh
that
my!
is,
I'm
so-
crying and shaking. Rousey would never do such a thing.
Wait,
James, you should retweet that.
Can you
Okay.
repeat that? I didn't understand that.
I don't need
Got
to.
it.
I'm just gonna show you what I'm just gonna post in the Discord real quick.
Here's a question. Expired Salt asks, you ever eat 5 bananas in one sitting?
Yes.
I have not personally, but I could see myself doing
I
that.
did the banana and
haven't, but I
Sprite
could.
challenge once, and I overdid it. You're only supposed to eat like 2 bananas and like a liter of Sprite, but I went overboard and did like a whole thing of bananas and then a 2-liter of Sprite, and
Damn.
just because I was like, well, if you eat a lot of it's like if you eat a lot of those, you're obviously gonna throw up, and I did throw up because, well, not because I had banana and Sprite, but because I ate a lot.
How is that even a challenge? It's just drink soda and eat fruit.
Apparently, there's something about combining banana and Sprite that jostles your system, and like your stomach just can't handle it.
That sounds like people have really weak stomachs.
Yeah.
Oh, those are people who eat half a McRib and just die. Fucking
Perhaps.
pussies.
Yeah.
It was probably started by that dude that said that, damn dog, I went all out on these chicken wings and I only ate like 1 bite.
I demolished these wings.
Yeah.
Fucking pussies.
Yeah.
Wings.
Okay. Other
Okay,
questions?
you know what? I was
Maybe
gonna
they,
make a joke about what the dog doing, but someone literally just asked, "What is the dog doing?"
Absolutely nothing because I don't have a dog.
Me neither.
I have a dog. His name's Fillmore, and he's awesome.
They're walking
Nice.
around
Is
the
his first name
around the
Millard?
house.
No, his first name is not Millard.
Damn.
Damn.
His name is just Fillmore.
What is the dog doing though?
Hey, what's your
Well,
dog
my do-
doing?
What's my dog doing? He's sleeping.
Well, there you go.
He's-
There's
he's
the
right
answer.
next to me. He's right next to me. He's tired. He had
Yeah.
surgery on his ear recently, so yeah.
Aw.
Clone Nate asks, James, in your Academy Award-winning YTP The Incrediboys, the character of Tamatoa is shown to kidnap one Jackson Parr, making him his new son. Then he leaves the baby with one Kari McKean, who is then given the syndrome. Do you know where Jack is now? Yes, of course I do. I definitely didn't forget about that plot point. That I know. It's a secret though. Maybe one day you'll find out. To stay tuned.
It should have been resolved in the 1 million sub special.
See, it should have. I did actually consider that. I was kind of joking when I said I didn't forget about the plot point because I did remember Jack was Tamatoa's son. I just didn't have a good place to put him in the Tamatoa special because I wanted it to be accessible to people who weren't familiar with my YTPs. So I don't think that would have worked out if putting Jack in. That's like a bit of a stretch too far, like a bit of a too deep of a cut. Because it's like people who haven't seen the YTPs, they see Oscar as the main villain. They don't question it. It's fucking Oscar Sharktail. He's evil. There you go.
Also, I have a question for you, James.
Yeah.
So you still do YouTube poops on Shave Classic, but
Yeah.
all the YouTube poops that were on your main channel are now unlisted. Are you ever going to consider just re-uploading them to Shave Classic?
Yeah, I definitely should. I don't want to like bombard Shave Classic with just a bunch of old YTP uploads at once, but I think that would be a good idea to spread them out. I mainly unlisted them because of like copyright concerns, because they tend to get hit more than analysis videos, so that would be really bad. But yeah, I think putting them up, or maybe make a third channel to just archive all of them. I don't know. Yeah, I should get to something.
No, just release them as like Nintendo releases games.
I'm gonna put them on a subscription service actually, and I'm only gonna update it like once or twice a month, and it's gonna be like my worst YTPs get added. I'm never gonna upload like the good ones.
Would there
So
actually
that-
be a way to maybe remaster them? Like,
Yeah, there might be. That'll be cool. I've always thought about remaking some of my older ones. But yeah, we'll see. I definitely want to re-release
YTPs
them.
with ray tracing. Let's go.
Yeah, 60 FPS YTPs.
How would you rank the community seasons?
I
I would
is my
say,
favorite.
yeah, I would say 3, 2, 1, then probably
I know.
5, 6, 4.
Yeah, I'd say 3, 2, 1, and then I always get flack for putting 6 last, and I might need to rewatch it to confirm that. Say 5 is the best out of the remaining seasons.
My thing with 6 is that like the second half of 6 I think is good, but the first half is kind of weak.
I mean, I like the last 3 episodes of 6, and then I don't know the rest. I don't know. Currently, I have it 4, and then 6 is the weakest, but it's kind of close because I mean, 4 I don't think is as bad as most people say, but it's still
I think it's kind of
rough.
bland.
Yeah, it is kind of bland, but it has a lot of. It has some good episodes that I really like, and so does 6. I just think in general the tone of 6 is so different from the rest of the show. It just kind of feels dismal, and it's like, why are we even still here at this point when half the original cast is gone? And it's just
Well,
like
they're aware of that too by that point.
yeah, I don't know. The one thing I really like in 6 is Elroy. I just really like.
Yeah,
Keith
I was gonna
David.
say Keith David carries it.
And it's like I feel like if Elroy was in the show from the start, he would fit right in. Like he's a great character. But yeah, I don't know. Currently 6 is my least favorite, but I could reconsider if I watch both of them.
Now there's a man who knows how to marry his cousin.
Patrick, do you have a ranking? Because you've seen them all.
I don't. I'm too
Okay, he's too tired. Anyone else seen
Question.
Community?
I have not. I've seen a few episodes, but haven't watched the whole thing. I've been meaning to, but
Yeah,
I've been trying to
very
get
good
through
show.
some other series, like well, this week Squid Game, which I want to finish, and also I've been meaning to catch up on The Boys because I've only seen the first season, and I think the third season is coming out very soon, so I want to get through that. What else? The Owl House, but that's on hold right now.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have questions they want to?
This one's easy.
Oh yeah, do you guys ever talk about Hell of a Boss on this show?
I think I brought it up once or twice.
Have you guys
Yeah, I
ever
haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
I've seen like
definitely
the first
recommend
2 episodes. All my friends back here that aren't these guys love the show. I still need to watch more of it.
Yeah.
Like I was literally with my friends yesterday, and one of my friends had a Stolas t-shirt on.
Yeah, my profile picture on Discord right now is literally Stolas.
Oh yeah, they announced they showed off like more merch today, right, for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up more merch because I picked up their summer merch and it literally just came in today.
Yeah, because those are pre-orders.
Yeah, it's all pre-order. It takes a while, but yeah,
I would just want the pins.
Yeah, I got a Stolas pin and also a T-shirt with all the characters in a hot tub, so that was cool.
Nice.
I just want something out of store.
Patrick, you had a question?
Yeah, this was easy. Elijah asked, "What's your opinion on Amphibia season 3, episode 1?" It was cute.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a great reintroduction to the series and the new status quo. Amphibia is good. Everyone should watch it. But the first season is just kind of rough and kind of okay. But it gets really good after that. Excited to see more.
Nora the Clown. Thoughts on Padme's character arc? She had one?
What character arc? Padme got worse as a character as the movies went on. Like, she was... In Revenge of the Sith, she didn't do anything.
Yeah, she wasn't even interesting in the Clone Wars, in all honesty.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. She was better than she movies, but not that interesting.
But that's not saying much.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. What is Padme's character arc? Please elaborate.
Her character arc is that she used to be a very strong-willed character, and then she became a mindless idiot.
Yeah. Well, great.
She died of sadness.
And she died of sadness. Great character arc. Fucking great. Okay. Davey says, "Who's gonna voice Birdo in the Mario movie?"
Well, I thought
Me.
it was already Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Me.
Freeman. Yeah.
I'm voicing Birdo.
Yeah. Mr. Krabs, like the actual Mr. Krabs, not
Clancy
Yeah.
Brown.
not Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs himself.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs is real, Patrick.
Yeah. How do you not know this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's real.
Text me a photo.
Damn. I don't
Okay.
know.
I don't have your phone
Actually,
number.
no. Now that we're saying that, I want to see
Checkmate.
Clancy Brown voice Wario.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
would
that'd be
actually be
nice.
great.
Yeah. Chris and Ben, do you guys have any Birdo desires?
I can't think of any yet. Still thinking.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boom, you looking for this? Shoots egg. Oh man.
You know they would just make Maya Rudolph do it, right?
Yeah. There's
Miranda
no way.
Cosgrove.
That would be funny.
Wait, who's gonna play
Um,
Yoshi?
Dan Schneider.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's the obvious pick.
Someone
I don't
has
wanna
thoughts
go,
on
Mr.
Idris Elba's
Mario.
Knuckles.
Oh, Idris Elba's Knuckles is cool. Like that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
that's
that.
actually legitimately good casting.
Did we
That's-
talk about
that's
that in the
good.
last one? The last
Probably.
podcast?
Yeah, I think we did address that in the last one.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris and Ben, do you guys have any questions that strike your fancy?
Kitsune asks thoughts on Persona 4.
I love it. Great game.
Haven't
9 out
played
of
it,
10.
but I have
One of
been
my favorite
editing.
games of all time, actually.
I would like to say this: I have been editing highlight reels for Chris's Persona 3 streams. Go watch them.
Yeah.
This
Oh, no,
is
this
also a
isn't
good
the
time
plug
to
for
say
you.
that we dubbed over Persona 4 and you should go check it out.
Yes, you should. And we got something great cooking with Persona 4
yeah,
in the future.
that's gonna be
Oh, boy.
The oven is on fire.
Yeah.
that intro's not even finished yet. That's the best part.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Yeah,
you've been working on this for
boy.
how long now?
Here's a
I don't know.
genuinely good question. Have you ever been to the United Kingdom, and if not, would you want to go?
No, there's British people there.
British people.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it seems like a neat country. I would love to check it out.
Yeah.
I would actually like to go visit the UK.
Yeah,
Be
same.
nice.
I've never been there. I'd love to.
it would be cool.
Just
I
get
think
out of
Ben would be
America
cool to
for
see in
once.
person. Yeah, I've never actually been outside of America yet, so I mean,
I'll
I've
say
been to
this:
Canada. That's about it.
I've been to
Mm.
Canada, Mexico, and like parts of the Caribbean. That's about it. But if
Yeah.
I'll say this: if I do come to the UK, can you please give Northern Ireland back to Ireland? Actually, just give Scotland. Just make Scotland their own country again too.
yeah, we're gonna take this.
is there
Mel
any-
country
Gibson
back.
didn't fight for nothing.
Is there anywhere in particular that you'd like to visit? I just want to meet Ricky Gervais, to be honest, and Carl Pilkington.
I want to go to Japan.
Canada.
I want to go to Japan,
Everybody wants to go to
and
Japan.
France would be cool.
Canada is just America, but better. So
Yeah, Canada is literally just less
Yeah.
shitty America.
Are they though?
Uh,
With what's
Canada
been
has
recently
their own
happening in
problems.
Canada?
yeah, that's true.
Canada definitely has their own problems, but they're definitely a lot more tame than America.
Yeah.
Plus, their money
Yeah.
looks cooler.
Yes, their money does look cooler.
The
But they have
Toonies
the
the
Queen
coolest
of
coin ever.
England on their money. I don't want her on my money.
But they got Toonies.
yeah, the Eiffel Tower is better than Big Ben,
Ooh.
even if Big Ben is more practical.
Yes, but
Mm.
Canada has the CN Tower.
That is true.
The Cartoon Network Tower, yes.
You know, I know of a place, Niagara Falls.
Yes,
It's a place that exists.
Yeah.
That's
but
the
New
only
York
place-
also has Niagara Falls. It's on
Yeah.
our side too.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but
we have
we
it
have the west
too.
But the Canada side's cooler.
People forget
Yeah.
that Niagara
is.
Falls is technically a part of New York. It's not part of New York City. It's in upstate New York, but it is part of our state.
That's why
Oh,
everybody
New
forgets
York.
yeah.
it.
Well, that's because people forget that there's a part of New York that isn't the city.
Yeah, the most of
Yeah, I
New York
forget
is
that too.
actually just terrestrial wind.
Yeah, it's like
Mm.
there's a lot. Isn't there like a lot of forest and farmland basically?
Tons. Just
Yeah.
most of upstate New York, everyone is either like everyone is compact into cities, and then the rest of New York is like open land.
Hmm.
And you hit Buffalo and
Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah.
I've been to Liberty Island, and the Statue of Liberty is way smaller than it in person.
The small one from Las Vegas.
You also got left
Okay.
there.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, we
There was
have
the time
what?
I got stranded on Ellis Island, and then there
We
was
have-
the time I was in the North Korean jail waiting for execution.
Yeah, it was a funny.
That was where they sent me after I was sent to be executed.
What
and
did
then I
what did Chris
escaped.
say? We have what?
I don't know. What did you
Chris,
say?
are you there?
Oh no, he got abducted by the
Chris.
Canadians.
No,
Chris,
No,
are you
I'm-
still
I'm
alive?
here.
Yeah, well, what did you say? We have what?
I don't even remember what I said, to be
We
honest.
have. I thought you said we have left.
No, I think it's saying that Patrick got left in Ellis Island.
Oh yeah, no, Patrick got left at Ellis Island.
Oh, I thought you said.
No,
I
no,
thought
no,
you
no.
said New York. New York
It
has
was-
left the building.
It was a wacky misadventure. Anyway, though. Oh, Bad Spooking says, "What's your favorite type of soup?" I like lobster bisque. It's a banger.
Good choice.
What do
I
you mean
like-
you're at soup?
I mean, I'm at soup.
What store are you in?
I'm at the soup store.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Fuck you.
I like New England clam chowder, the white.
Yeah, that's my second favorite, I think. Patrick doesn't have soup. Anyone else like soup?
I had
It's
lentil
fine.
soup for dinner before this podcast,
Nice.
so I like soup.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're the only ones who like soup.
Where's my soup?
I partake in Italian wedding soup. That's one of my favorites.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
is
good
That's a good
my soup?
But I also like chicken corn chowder. That's not bad either.
mm.
Chicken and dumplings pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
James saw something that made him laugh.
Yeah, it's another question. God asks, "What are your opinions of Zimbabwe?"
It's Zimbabwe. I
could've done
don't
it
have
better.
an opinion on it.
Zimbabwe.
It is Zimbabwe.
It's a country with the word Zim in it. I love it.
That is true.
I'm a huge Invader Zim fan, so that works for me.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe, I have no opinion. I have no opinions on Zimbabwe.
I
Yeah.
have no strong feelings one way or the other.
You know what I
One
do have
Zimbabwe
to-
or the
You
other.
know what I do have to ask is about this question. Halloween pun. Could Metro Man beat Omni Man? I think yes, because we've never seen Metro Man have any weakness.
That's true. He lied about the copper thing. So Metro Man has no weaknesses. Omni Man, his family.
He got beat up by the Guardians pretty badly.
Well, yeah, but could Metro Man take Omni Man though on alone?
No.
No.
Yeah, actually, wait, no, I changed my answer. Omni Man would fucking cream Metro Man.
The
Have you
idea
seen
that
that?
there's a being as powerful as Omni Man is horrifying, though.
We definitely
Yeah.
haven't seen Metro Man as like his full, but like he can like pause time with no effort whatsoever. Like
Oh, that's
with his
true.
Super speed. Like we don't know what his power is capable. What he's
Well,
capable of.
Even Omni Man was able to beat the super speedy guy in the Guardians of the Globe. So like, I don't know.
Metro
The Red
Metro
Rush.
Man's the only thing though.
Yeah.
The
Have you
Russian
seen-
Flash.
Have you seen like a Metro Man get like beat a Titan beat with all of his powers?
That's true. To beat Titan, they had to remove the powers. So, I mean, I don't know.
Exactly. Omni Man Omni Man bleeds.
That's true. I don't know. This
You
is
know,
this topic requires further research.
You know, I want to
Unless they
say
gave
this:
Omni Man Metro Man's powers though.
if you
Oh.
ever
Oh
make
fuck.
We're all fucked.
there's a particular line in Invincible that reminds me of another line from the Ed, Edd and Eddy Halloween special, where when he says "Earth is not yours to conquer," it reminded me of when Ed said, "Earth is not your salad bar."
Yep. Nice.
That would just be,
Alright.
that's totally a moment that would occur in one of James' YouTube poops. Just like if he did a poop of that Invincible episode, it'd just be "Earth is not your salad bar."
Yeah. If I watched Ed, Edd and Eddie, then yes,
Well, you should.
I should. That's true.
You did see the Big Picture show, did you not?
Yeah.
And what did you think?
Society,
What'd you
if
think
I
about it?
watched Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and it's just perfect society.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
man.
definitely check out the rest of Ed, Ed and Eddie. It's on HBO Max. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
There actually was a question asking if you've seen any of the classic Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon shows. Which ones? What have you seen? Let's answer it that way.
I've seen Foster's Home and Camp Laszlo and Chowder.
Okay, I meant classic.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen anything prior to Foster's. Like, I haven't seen Billy and Mandy or Johnny Bravo. I have seen a lot of Courage though. Like,
Okay.
we grew up watching that.
What about Nickelodeon?
And then you rewatch Samurai Jack for the.
Yeah, and then I watched Samurai Jack as an adult. I watched SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron were the main ones on Nickelodeon, and then kind of everything that came after that for a while.
So basically, just the 2000s onward.
Yeah, I didn't see Rugrats, but yeah, SpongeBob is where I got on.
Did you ever see? Yeah, definitely check out Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah.
I'll just say
Rocco's
that.
one of my favorites.
Rocco is a based show.
Yep. Like, to be honest, I don't know most of the characters in Nick All Stars Brawl, which is kind of sad. I only
it's
know,
also
like,
funny bringing that up because, like, the day the Nintendo Direct happened, I thought the funniest thing was going to be they gave Helga the golden magic slingshot. That's funny. Little did I know.
Little did you
He's so
know.
cool.
He is so cool. Anyway, though,
Speaking of Nickelodeon Brawl Stars, there's so many questions about it, but we've already talked about it.
Yeah,
in, like,
we
previous
have said
episodes.
so
Yeah,
much about
and
it.
it comes out tomorrow.
And 2, it's already out because, as we know what the final Smash Bros.
As
character is.
we already discussed the final Smash Bros. Fighter, which means we discussed this after October 5th.
Yeah,
going
and
to
it's
discuss-
amazing that the final Smash character turned out to be Hugh Neutron, which explains why he wasn't in the game, why he wasn't in the Nickelodeon game.
Exactly.
Are we going to discuss the final character? Well, it's not their segment.
Exactly. We
It's
gotta
not-
wait till episode 82 when we
Yeah.
talk about the 82nd fighter.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, we should probably wrap up soon. Are there any other questions that we would like to answer?
I have
No.
a question. What are we doing for Pokemon Trainer?
Pokemon Trainer? I think they're separated by number on the
Yeah.
website. I don't know.
Where does the trainer go then?
Who fucking cares? We'll get to that later. We'll get to that in like a year. Okay. So
Okay,
anyone else have nobody else has questions right now?
I have one philosophical
Quickie,
question.
what were your
from
thoughts
Pasta.
on the?
Oh wait, hold on. Ben,
conclusion
you
of
go
the-
first.
What was your thoughts on the conclusion of the Evil Morty arc?
Oh, I didn't watch Rick and Morty.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
You didn't partake in Richard
I had
and
no
Mortimer?
interest in really watching it either. I saw like 1 or 2 episodes from the new season, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Ben?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Nice.
The season 5 was was very hit or miss. Like, I'd say it was a good conclusion. It's a mixed bag of what general thoughts are. I don't have anything in particular to point out.
I know
Yeah.
that there's that one meme that came out last season. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
I like
that's
season
about it.
4 a lot.
That episode itself was very unmemorable, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, the internet shutdown has its own emoji on Twitter.
Huh. That was fast.
Was this choreographed?
Twitter
did they
did
know?
it. It was them all along. Anyway, though, Chris, what is your final question?
Speaking of the internet, what do we do when the internet has been deleted?
Party. We did it.
Yeah, honestly,
We're free.
we're gonna get rid of this toxic thing known as the internet, and we'll be free finally.
Well, boys, we did it. The internet is no more.
There'll
There's
be
no
no more ads being shoved in your face, left, right, and center. You'll be able to go hang out with your homies.
We'll
Does she know
finally
she's
be
an
happy.
ad?
And
Does
then
she
we
know
get
she's an
played
ad?
by Screens, because then we go to play the games, the video variety.
Well, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, though, Epic. So those are questions we asked. I mean, answered because you asked. And then that's it. So now we plug a thing and then ends. So I guess I will plug, Goop mentioned this, but yeah, he was watching Squid Game for a video that I'm working on.
Yes.
And I just want to say Squid Game is a pretty awesome show. You should check that out. I'm sure you've already have because most
I,
people.
I only have one episode to go, and I'm gonna watch it after we wrap it up. And yeah, very eager to see how this is gonna conclude.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, no.
That's the
don't-
topic of the video, and
Listen,
I have thoughts.
It's
But
better
yeah,
if you go in completely blind.
yeah, I would say go to Squid Game blind if you can, which you might not be able to because social media has been talking about it a lot. But
I've
yeah,
seen
very good show.
screenshots, but I don't know what any of it means.
Yep, I would recommend it. Banger show. Who else has recommendations / plug?
I'm just gonna say, like, a couple days ago, I watched the first Venom because I heard that has a bunch of wacky bullshit, and it does have some wacky bullshit in it, but not that much. And I'm just saying, guys, watch weirder movies. If you guys think that this shit is crazy, you've seen fucking nothing, man.
Watch Lake Michigan Monster.
It's like it's like when we saw Cats, and I was like, that's what people are losing their minds over.
Yeah, it's like it's just a.
Are you guys homeschooled?
Or it's like when people tell me to listen to 100 Gex. It's like, this is the most experimental shit I've ever heard. Me who listens to Captain Beefheart. Just like, I've heard weirder shit. Like, there's nothing that surprises me anymore.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen Carnage, obviously, but like this happens a lot, and it's like, guys, you need to start digging. If the weirdest movie you've ever seen is one that got released to mainstream theaters in modern day, it is not that weird.
It's like,
True.
Yeah, this is weird, but have you seen Tetsuo the Iron Man?
No, but I have the box set now.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway, though, Patrick, you got a thing?
Oh yeah. Here's my recommendation. Buy crypto, fuckers.
That's true.
No.
We are
No, do not buy
we're
crypto.
not financial
Yeah,
advisors.
don't listen to Bill Cipher. He lies
Don't buy
to you.
crypto.
Yeah.
Bill makes bad deals.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency is
cool.
lame.
That was cool to see Bill Cipher on the bloated corpse of The Simpsons.
China
still.
banning cryptocurrency was based.
Yeah. Okay. Chris, do you have a thing to recommend / plug?
Give Cromer, sucker.
Yeah, that too.
I do actually. Today is October 4th when we're recording this. As it'll be going out in the future, many things will be added into this in the editing process. So I'd like to take the moment now and say happy birthday to the best character from the Persona franchise, Nanako.
Yay!
So you should really go play Persona 4. If you don't want to play it, you should go to Space Chris 7 on YouTube and watch us dub over Persona 4 and me play it.
YouTube?
Yeah.
On YouTube?
YouTube? Yes, I highly recommend Space Chris 7. It's where we all vibe and have fun.
I edit highlight reels for him sometimes, and I'm planning on doing another one soon. I've just been, I took a lot of time off last month for vacation, and now that I'm getting back to work, I'm gonna start working on them. But
yeah. Okay. So Ben, do you have a recommendation?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plug my channel and Culture Swine Studios. I recently put up a new short film called Juice Award. I did not. A friend of mine wrote it, and we made it together. I was involved in the process, acting in it. It's I think it's fun. It's pretty put together pretty good. Watch it. Friend Jack put together a really good score for it too. Yeah, so on Culture Swine Studios, watch Juice Award short film.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Yep, everyone check that out as well. And then to Goop, thank you so much for being a guest on this episode. And what would you like to recommend / plug?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. It was really great. You know, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I would also just like to say that now that I've been on Shinycast, I think William and I might do a commentary on some film.
Yeah, legally we can do that now.
Yeah, there were some films in mind, but I think I recommended GMK, but I think there's another movie that because
any of them.
Yeah,
there's 35 to pick from.
Yeah, doing a commentary, it should be a movie that we can both say a lot about in like the making and stuff, because GMK is just one of those movies that I Mystery Science Theater. But anyway, in terms of plugs and recommendations, watch Hell of a Boss. It's one of the best things I've seen out right now. They only release episodes like every couple months, and it's all independently animated. It's on YouTube, and it has Richard Horvitz, who played Invader Zim, and anything he's in is just amazing. Also, Brandon Rogers plays the main character, Blitz, and he's awesome. And the voice of Barbie says "fuck" in the show.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
cool show. And subscribe to me, even though I'm not really that active on my main channel right now, although I may be releasing more content in the future. Subscribe to Shafe because he helps pay my bills. And subscribe to Space Chris 7 because I also contribute content to his channel.
Yeah, subscribe to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so yep, sounds good. Thanks for being on, and yep, thank you for everything, everyone. And I hope you enjoy the new upcoming Shinycast movie featuring Donald Duck as
Donald Duck was voiced by John Cheadle.
John Cheadle as Donald Duck.
John
Thank you.
Cheadle.
Thank you.
John
Donald
Cheadle.
Duckle.
Thank you for the John
Well,
Cheadle memories, everyone.
We've ruined this
Goodbye.
outro.
When I hear
Yep.
the name
Fuck.
John Cheadle, it reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. Amazing.
Kellum from Fire Emblem will be played by John Cena.
Oh God.
I get it.
Femblem.